secrets hold, knots drawn in celestial lake, lead to worlds unknown and wild. In his chest a portal links dreams and stars of a trial. Golden heart of fearless guide, through the fog he cuts so bold. Sea and sky this pirate rides, with a heart spun out of gold.
Greetings and salutations, my friends. Welcome to another glorious day here at the Tango Hotel. That's right, boys, we're back on the same day. Now, you might be wondering what the hell's going on. Well, I was doing some yard work, and it's about to rain, and I've got a lot of time before I need to go to bed. So I was like, hey, great and powerful waifu, since I had to get off early, can I stream today? And she said yes. And so here we are. Oh, boys, it's gonna be great. I want to play this game more, and I'm only gonna play it on stream because it's a story-driven, like, adventure game. So we're gonna dive right into this motherfucker. But before we do, my friends, you know what time it is.
It's time to cleanse and purge the xenoscope. No, wait. Now it won't turn off. God damn it. We turn this off.
There we go. No. It is time for the simultaneous sip. But all you gotta do, my dudes, is grab that cup or mug or glass. Perhaps you have a taker, chalice, or a stein, maybe a canteen, jug, or flask. A vessel of any kind. You fill it with your favorite fluid. That's right, I like my afternoon soda. Technically, it's still morning. My morning soda. And join me now, friends, for the gloriousness, the stupendosity, the absolute awesome sauceness that is the simultaneous sip. Brothers of the waffle, citizens of the Tango Hotel. Tap it in right. Freaking now. Go! It's cursed, I tell you, cursed! No, not really. But there is going to be no coffee, especially no caffeinated coffee for me this late in the day. So, my dudes, my bros, my homies, let us jump right the fluff into this. Bam. Making sure my flight checklist is good so that when we take off, I don't like immediately crash and burn. Let's have that happen. How about that? Have you seen Malcolm in the Middle? Yes, I have. I absolutely have. I was a big watcher of it. I never really liked it that much, but I've watched a few episodes. It's relatively funny. Relatively funny. Now, I believe we were scanning anomalies. Ah, yes. Okay, that's what we're doing. So okay. So it's so we got to do this again. Okay. Before we do that, I need to do something. I need to make sure that you guys can hear me. Or hear the game. So let's do this. Monitor only. Monitor off. Close. Okay. Hear the game? Should be able to hear the game. I think you should hear the game. Remember that scene where Hal is fixing the light bulb and gets off track multiple times to fix other things and he's losing his mind? That's me right now. Yikes.
Stop.
What?
Motion sensors. They'll trigger an alarm. We'll be found.
Invisible to the naked eye.
They could be anywhere.
It's so funny that they have the line invisible to the naked eye. Yet I can see them. No, I don't remember that scene. I did not watch Malcolm in the Middle like that. However, I gets it. Definitely gets it. So, I mean, maybe it gets more complicated later? Maybe? I am hoping I get to do a lot more of the cool stuff, like flying the shuttle, and like I hope there's a lot more of that stuff in this game. I'm assuming there will be. Invisible to the alien eye. Yeah, I mean, she is half human, half whatever the fuck she is. Blah 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 blah. I do wish this thing had all of your character stuff, because at least they got all their names, so I can remember what everybody is. I don't remember any of their names. I'm horrible with names, absolutely horrible, especially in like media. I need to hear it at least 10,000 times before I'll remember it. That's just the way my brain works. Now, if I get to meet you, what I'll do is I'll use your name over and over and over again, and that way my pattern recognition in my brain picks up that it's important that I remember this name. That's how my brain works. How about you? Like, it was the best thing in the military because everybody had a name tag. It was like one of the greatest things in my life. I absolutely loved it. And most of the places that I work require you to wear your name on your shirt. Even like management and stuff would have their name. So what can I say, man? What can I say? I'm a simple guy. I don't give a fuck about any of that shit. You need a thing fixed? I fix the thing. What you look like and all that other bullshit doesn't matter. It's superfluous data that I don't care about. I will say, one of the things that I do kind of wish is that they went more with the cyberpunk mindset of most of the scenes that you see are not cinematic in nature. They're from her perspective in nature, or the character you're playing is perspective. Not necessarily first person, right? That was a good scene.
Started.
The camera fly around, that was pretty good. But look at that shit, dude. They got fucking slaughtered. To be fair, though, I don't see body parts. I just see dead bodies with blood. So most likely they were all just shot or stabbed or beat to death.
This. We defend ourselves, but we don't kill on this scale.
They weren't ripped apart.
Level of savagery.
There's no such thing as a bloodless rebellion.
True.
Bloodless
coup.
If we should keep going. So much death. I don't want to end up like them.
Yeah, we're gonna say the same thing.
We'll make sure they didn't die for nothing. What we learn here could save the rest of your people.
Okay.
Whatever happened here, it made the Illydians abandon the mines. Let's find out what they're so scared of.
Freaking out. Yeah, so... By the way, can you guys actually hear the game? I need to make sure. I'm pretty sure you can, but I gotta make sure.
Hotari and Illydian. Both sides took a beating. The Hotari fortified the side of the room opposite the door. It's a good tactic, but a few crates aren't going to stop fully armed Illydian soldiers. How did they win?
A fairly good point.
Is this the effects of an Illydian disruptor?
Oh, I didn't see this.
Disruptors are cruel weapons.
They are. Thermal shock weapons, yep.
These crystalline particles, they're not dilithium. Are they common in the mines?
Not that I've ever seen.
Well, to be fair, I wouldn't assign the word cruel necessarily. They're just a different. They just do different things.
From the blast marks, it looks like the Illydians had far greater firepower.
You want to obliterate your enemy, disruptors are a pretty good weapon. So it depends on your application, right? When you're fighting Jim Hadar, disruptors are great. When you're fighting the Borg, I mean, until they adapt, they're pretty good, right? Because they obliterate flesh and armor. You know what I mean?
Footprints. Illydian boots. Running back.
Yeah, I know,
way we
right?
came.
Elden Ring is absolutely bad with names. I don't remember half of those people. Yeah. Rykard, Radon, Renalia, Ronnie. Yeah, it's great. It's fantastic, baby. Fantastic.
Tylus.
What?
What kind of weapon did this?
That's definitely not a
This is
disruptor
like
blast.
nothing I've ever seen or heard of.
It's definitely not that.
My people don't have a weapon that does this.
I don't really think anybody
What
does.
else
to be
can
quite
you
honest.
tell me?
Necessarily that it's a weapon, I mean. Maybe it was? Then its skull emits low levels of tetrametric. Okay. Got here. The crystals appear to have grown inside the flesh after initial penetration. The process ruptured several internal organs randomly. The process may not have been instantly fatal. That is heart? The Elydians have 4 hearts. All are stopped, and the veins that feed them are clogged with with quantized spin crystallization. Quantized spin. Quantized. Quantized, everyone. No radiation. Are we good? Complete scan.
What an awful way to die.
Off, that is
This
a war
must be
crime.
why the Elydians are so afraid. Technology that surpasses their own, in the hands of the Hotari that they've lorded over for centuries.
Where did this weapon come from?
Well, the crystals are giving off tetrametric pulses. If I set my tricorder to search for that frequency, it'll lead us right to the source.
Radiation is visible through your tricorder and will lead the way to scannable objects. The 4 green lights on the left will fill to indicate the tricorder facing the source of the radiation. Okay.
This makeshift barrier forced the Elydians to enter from the service corridor, creating a choke point. Quite the advanced tactic for a species that's never waged war.
Right. Yeah, look at that. So there's delta radiation. Oh, look at that.
This Elydian tried to run.
They didn't let him.
Yep. That's interesting. It looks like there's some delta radiation coming from that way. Got anything on this dude? There's something over there. I don't like how the tricorder works. Not a big fan. Because I want to look and look at the tricorder at the same exact time. I want, like make like half the screen so I can actually look at the object and look at the tricorder at the same time. And not have to look through the tricorder. Right?
Killed by the same crystallization as the Elydian.
Whose side was the killer on?
No one's.
The Elydians shot to kill.
Of course they
But
did.
if they killed him, why was he shot in the back?
Huh, you're right. The shot came from the side the Hatari were defending.
We don't kill our own.
Friendly fire,
And
probably.
he wasn't just caught in the middle.
Oh, come on. How do you know that? They're totally sweet baby angels who didn't do nothing wrong. They never did nothing. Nothing, I say. Nothing. Definitely something over there. Oh, it's blocked off. Okay. For some reason, I thought I could get around that way. It's not letting me run. I can't crouch either. In game? Do I have to scan the thing to jump over it or something? Obviously, I'm missing something here. Okay. This is ridiculous. Did I miss something with this dude? says it wants me to follow the radiation, but looks like it's over there. So sweet. So how the fuck do I get over there? It also looks like there's something coming up from the ground. Oh, so I can scan it from here. Okay. I'm such an idiot.
Think they parked this here on purpose?
One way to find out.
Need any help?
I've got it.
So the diplomat knows how to drive a mining rig. Maybe she always wasn't a diplomat. I like it. I like it a lot. Ooh, secrets.
This concentration of tetrametric radiation has never been recorded. Whatever they're hiding, it's right through here.
Dun, dun, dun. Oh, come on, man. Really?
This feels strange.
The crystals are increasing, growing outward, replacing the soil.
It's like an infection. A parasite. Growing inside Tau.
How very interesting. Well, that definitely, look at that shit. That definitely looks interesting.
Incredible.
This is definitely not Hotari.
No. No, really? Really? You think so? A Rizzle?
It's the remnants of the Takan Empire.
A functioning console.
I don't think we should be here.
This is exactly where we should be.
Trippy, baby.
Every strange thing we've seen in this system, it might all come from this room. We need to learn everything we can.
Can't scan any of that shit. This is what I mean. I just want to look. Oh my goodness. Nothing to scan here.
Somewhat resembles a transporter pad.
I should say so. So she can do her little shepherd run.
What are we looking at?
It's made of the same crystalline material as the rest of this place. But I can't tell much else. Might be some kind of sleep mode. I can't analyze this further unless it starts working normally.
Maybe we can turn it on from somewhere else.
Hopefully. Let's keep looking around. Look familiar?
There's
It's
bright.
almost identical to the console Galvin has hidden in the palace. It looks like a control surface.
Lovely, right? Okay. So can't walk that way, so I guess you know what we're gonna do, don't you? Things will in fact calm up. Yes, that is exactly right. Ready for this? Here we go. Oh, it didn't work. I thought if I walked on it, I'd be teleported somewhere. Like, yep, totally gonna happen. This is totally gonna work. Womp, womp, womp. Okay, then. So... Lattice of interlocking crystals, each with a unique shape of wavelengths. Crystals range in size with intricate fractal facets. Power levels indicate structure is inactive. Lattice of interlocking crystals, each with a unique shape and wavelength. Crystals range in size. Yeah, already. Oh, that was for that. Okay. Huh. Do we just... do I... Really?
How are you holding up?
I knew Galvin and Sidron were dangerous. Now I know they're more powerful than I could have imagined. But the worst of it is knowing they got there by turning our people against their own.
Looks that way. Okay, so is there more to this complex? Aha, there are. Okay, so me dumb, me sorry. Me ape brain no work today. Out here, baby. Oh. Ooh, what we got here? I don't know if I want to walk in the room with what looks like a fucking dartboard death trap. Maybe it's some kind of stupid alien game thing. Oh my god. What do we got here? Empty and full slots are differently structured. Does this solid matter change form? Puzzle time. Oh, yes. Yes, yes, indeed. Ooh, what is this? Consistent with other devices nearby. Pardon me. Radically complex, strict crystalline device. Purpose
This
unknown.
suggests there's some type of complex life form contained within each crystal.
Life form? There's something alive in these tiny crystals?
That's what it says. But
Life forms.
hard to imagine how that's possible.
These tiny little life forms. Do 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 do. My precious little life forms. Do 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 do. Where are you? Do 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 do. All they had to say was to life forms and tiny. Immediately went back. Do we really want to be fucking with this?
Our science division will have a field day with this. We need to study it on the ship.
We got poker tokens. Yeah, no shit, right? Oh my goodness. Pocket yeah, I know what you meant. Great. None here. Is that a broken one? Okay, so we came from there. That was that room. Yeah, look, it's definitely... Aha! Scan it! Busy, what's up, girl?
Crystallized lithium compound. Its internal structure is extremely ordered. In fact, the states of these crystals on a subatomic level suggests a storage device of some kind. Energy levels are both stable and ordered, like information. Some of them appear to be depleted.
What kind of information would you deplete?
Why would you leave it? You took the active one and left...
Why are these all over the floor?
They resemble the one we scanned earlier. They must no longer contain a life form.
I guess they're of no use once depleted. They look different than the others.
These haven't been depleted yet.
We're just gonna move on. That's it? Can't scan this to like try to translate or anything? You don't think that would be, you know, something we should do, maybe? I mean, to be fair, it's recording everything, so the ship's computer can take care of it. Okay, so the teleport pad doesn't do shit. Let's go. Sorry, the officer already has 72 cabbages in their inventory. You cannot take another crystal. Fair enough.
Can your device read this?
They can roughly translate the words, but we don't have enough Taconian language on record to understand how it's structured.
Oh well.
Come on, man. Don't be like that. Like you have walls of motherfucking text. Let me scan it at least. Please, God, let me scan it. So, let's touch the device, then we'll scan it.
Looks like some sort of replicator.
Boy, they are janky, man.
I can't get it to work.
It has power. Must be looking for some other kind of authorization.
Let me do this. Just, that's it? Okay, VSync. Turn off motion blur and see if that helps a little bit. Might turn back on VSync, man. Because it is a little choppy. Resembles a weapon. They have been used on the victims in the mine. Nice. Thanks, Steven. Appreciate that, buddy. Appreciate you, buddy. I don't have them on freaking... what does it say? Forces energy to perform replication of matter. Okay. So, it is a replicator? Okay, I don't know what else I am to scan. It's an arms replicator, yes, yes. Oh boy. Are we stuck? Already scanned that. Already scanned that. But why am I still in this mode? Like, it won't let me back out. Oh, okay, so there's actually, it says 2 of 3 down there. Ah, got it. Okay, so at least it tells me. Can y'all see the damn thing? Because I don't see another. I can't go over anymore. Maybe the text. Wait, it's not tomorrow morning. It's not! Try bio. Nice. Whoop. Oh, it was the language. In radiation. There you go. Unknown interference. Okay, there we go. Sweet. It was me being overly analytical. That's what it gets you.
What is it?
The device's primary function is to transmute lithium into this quantized crystalline compound.
It's some kind of pistol.
Possibly for the creation of weapons.
Do you think one of these was used on that Elydian in the tunnels?
Such a cruel weapon.
Ruh-roh. Something happening? That would be yes.
Jara?
I see it.
What's happening?
Someone turned it on.
No one here. But maybe the device I saw in the palace can send a signal?
If that's the case, we may not be alone for long. Let's hurry.
I can feel the power coming off it.
I've never seen this kind of energy before. I'll need to record this with my tricorder.
Yes, yes indeed. Three anomalies. The radiation is flowing upward into other parts of the chamber. Levels too diluted to record. Crystalline structure connected to many energy concepts. Internal construction defies the laws of known physics. I really hate when they do that. But I guess they have to, right? There it is. Apparent control surface lacking any known markings or input device.
This can't be right. It's putting out almost 50 zetajoules of energy.
That's a
I
lot, by the
assume
way.
that's a lot?
Enough to power this entire quadrant. This amount of power, the kind of radiation it's putting out, it's the cause of the storm. The warp disrupting beam, all of it.
That is a mega lot of power. Like, mega.
What do we do now?
We get back to the Resolute. They have to know about this.
better.
Come on, let's... Quickly. We have to hide.
Run! Of course.
This is outrageous! I demand you let me go!
No need to complain. You're about to receive a gift beyond your wildest imagination.
Oh, this bad. All right, I gotta turn VSync back on him. Like the motion blur is absolute, or the
If
screen tear is
anything, I
absolutely
consider
killing me.
it an honor.
Yeah, that feels a lot better for me. Gift beyond your wildest dreams is always somewhat bad. Of course it's always bad. Because you cannot dream of the kind of torture I can now give you.
What is that? What are you doing?
Are they gonna like
You'll
replace
see
him?
soon enough.
They're gonna put somebody
I
in.
can influence the course of the negotiations. I can make sure the Hotari get the better end of the bargain.
So can I.
Oh boy, this is gonna be a doozy. All right, check this shit out. Let's do Carter. Was reminded of how much she values your friendship. Okay. Send her to the when you have a dangerous object that you say as a security personnel that you're going to put in containment and take somewhere else, right? That's fine. But then not to have reported it to your senior officers, then, you know, not even noted it in a log, and then the person in charge of the place that you were supposed to take it doesn't have it, that makes you primary suspect. So obviously it would make sense that that somebody would come fucking find you, and that you need to come and explain why the fuck this thing isn't here. And once we figure out that you're not responsible for it, then we move on to the fact that it's not there. Okay. That's what happens. That's how it works. And she is utterly baffled and confused as to why it works this way. How the fuck did you get into Starfleet, dude? Like, seriously, what the fuck did you, like, how could you have passed the entrance exam if you did not know these things? Okay. And all right. So this is not, all right. Nothing's really affected it yet. So let's see what we got. The cutaway, I know, dude, I know. But that's the what's it called? That's the they want to keep you interested. It's just like books do it, man. They'll get to a good scene and then boom, it cuts to the other character, the other plots in the game.
Miranda won't be in here for long. Just gotta sort this all out.
Okay, so I guess I talked to her. So you want to tell me why you didn't fucking turn in the fucking thing and didn't want to go verify? You want to talk to me about that?
If there was a chance between you two, I think you've blown it out the airlock.
Too fucking bad.
Hope you're happy.
I'm a Starfleet officer.
Miranda
fuck you.
doesn't
I'm in
deserve
Starfleet.
this.
Fuck you.
We're supposed to be her friends.
What?
What did you want me to do?
I wanted to bring her to sick bay.
You
Yes.
weren't there until the very
And we
end.
could have brought her to sickbay with security, which is what we should have done. And I don't know why the fuck we didn't do that.
We were at the start of something good. And you throw it away like that.
And they're all blaming me. Did you see the gaslighting going on here?
I didn't turn on you. You brought this on yourself. Unless you have some kind of explanation.
You think I explanation?
Or bring the dog to the brink. Exactly.
Never-ending answers.
What the fuck did you just say? Are you some kind of like alien hybrid traitor thing or
Tried
something?
to find the other members of the security team that went to Hotari, but they're missing. We
Oh, they're
found the
missing, are they?
compact Stashed in a Jeffries tube.
You
They've been
better hurry up
replaced.
and find them.
Yep.
There's not much time left.
You stay out of this. We don't need you causing any more trouble.
It's not me you have to worry about.
Here's something.
What is it?
Maris didn't get bioscanned after returning from Hotari. Neither did the other two that are missing.
None of them were scanned.
Which should not have happened.
She came over and helped us open the engine compartment. The others, too. They must have used it as a way to skirt the scan.
So they knew they had to get around it. I'll scan Petty Officer Maris and get some data to cut through all this speculation.
I think
Anybody else want to give me shit for being right? Anybody? Fuck, I thought. Oh, that's a stupid question. If someone asks why that's a stupid question, yes. Yes.
it's better
That's a
if I
stupid
do it.
question too. Because, I mean, it makes absolute sense that if there's something going wrong, right? The thing that you were supposed to do wasn't handled. You literally, unless you're doing something like saving someone's life, you drop what the fuck you're doing and report to your duty station where you were supposed to be so that they can figure out what happened. That's now your primary responsibility, especially when it deals with something dangerous like what they found. Like, this shit blows my mind. Like, I'm being fucking gaslit. Like, why are my friends idiots? What is wrong with these people?
Open up too.
And has the gall not to explain herself, exactly. And report to the other thing. Here we go.
I can't believe this. Ridiculous.
Oh, look at what we got. Anomalous synaptic frequency detected. Beta wave and delta wave output outside established norms. I love how we have totally not a medical tricorder, and we're doing this anyway. A 4-chamber circulatory probe. Higher than average circulatory displacement detected. Oh, so her heart rate's up. I was like, why is it telling me that shit? Oh, okay, we're done.
Data coming in. Come here for a second. Did you know?
Know what?
That's not Petty Officer Miranda Maris.
What are you talking about?
It's right here on the tricorder.
But look at her.
Imposter? Like a double?
Or a spy.
How is that possible?
All I know is that she might look like Miranda. Walk and talk like her too. She has different brainwaves, and even different DNA. This isn't the same person we left Starbase with. I'm going to feed this into the main computer and run some more analysis.
Commander,
You're right.
There's got to be something we can do for her.
This is incredible. By some process we don't yet understand, Miranda's body is being rewritten. Her mind is remapped to another personality, and her DNA is resequencing. I'm not sure the extent of it, but it appears to be pervasive.
Damn, she's being rewritten. So, what is the difference between a normal tricorder and a medical tricorder? Well, a normal tricorder is mostly used for things like general science discovery and engineering, right? They have special engineering tricorders as well that are specifically designed to scan objects on the ship. But medical tricorders are specifically designed and programmed to work with anatomy and stuff like that. So they have a more robust suite of scanning equipment for biological life forms, more sensitive to be able to scan more deeply into an individual than any other tricorder. Because if you're trying to, it's a lot different. You're going to use a lot different stuff to scan through minerals and rock or to scan a starship than you are going to scan a human or a Vulcan or whatever, right?
Someone has taken over and is bioforming her.
So just like think about it like this. It's like a modular design for the sensors, right? So instead of having a full sensor suite like a general tricorder, you have specific tricorders that have specific sensor suites specifically designed for tasks at hand.
That's a crude way to describe it.
Bioforming.
This is a problem. A big one.
What are you?
I'm Miranda, but so much more.
And yep, I knew it.
Don't let them get the storage drive!
What? Not bad. Oh, they turned it off.
Emo e noris texta.
It's not in the Universal Translator.
Who the hell are you?
We are the Scions of the Flame.
Stop her!
They're getting away!
Fucking shoot her! Dude,
Scions of the Flame?
like, I'm not gonna lie, bro. That would have been like if I know you can't say how you're gonna react in the moment, but literally like wide beam, high intensity stun, fucking just fucking blanket the whole fucking room because they're the only things in front of me, right? So just put it on the highest setting that won't kill and just let it rip, dude. Fucking blow it all to hell. It also probably reports using terminology a medic would understand. Yeah, more than likely. And you know, because of the diverse xenobiology that the Federation has, if you're gonna want a different like medical library in it. You know what I'm saying? Just different technical stats and all that other kind of thing. Don't let them take the storage drive and shoot after. I know, dude. It's.
I don't like the sound of that.
They're engineers and scientists. They're not warriors. Right? The warriors all got knocked out. Caught all that, didn't you?
You're never gonna believe this. The reason the Universal Translator didn't recognize that language is because it's only ever been read. It's the Takan language.
Dun dun dun! So I see.
Filthy Hotari, hands off me!
They're no longer Hatari,
your
are they?
planet to the ground, animals. Wait, no.
So they're replacing people with Takan individuals who are stored in those drives. They haven't developed the shoot first and sorted out later. They're getting there. The Dominion really put a boot in their ass about it.
Rise, brother. Rejoin the flame.
This can only mean our time has come.
I'm only sorry I couldn't find a more suitable host for you.
All in good time. This is only the beginning.
They're working together? An Elidian and a Hotari?
They did something to him.
They're not that no more. Ruh-roh.
Secure the Cartabula.
Cartabula?
It's the energy source.
Spread out. Search the vault.
Fuck me.
Go back through the mine. Cut off their escape. Find them.
So
Time to
is
go.
now the time to shoot our asses out? I can't crouch. See, this would have been a great time to have a disruptor weapon. Let her use the phaser. So hold right click to leave cover and aim use to fire. Enemies may require more than one shot to stun. Bitch. Face shot. If he's alive, he's gonna have a hell of a fucking headache. Bitch, forget stun, I know, dude. Wide dispersal kill beam. Let's go, baby. Pick up one of their disruptors. All right, I'm making a grenade. Cover your ears. I'd kill them all, dude. It would kill them all, too. If I threw an overloaded phaser in that group, dude, they would all die.
This vehicle looks a lot tougher than that barrier.
We come in peace. Shoot to kill. Lovely. I love you guys. Enemies will shoot at you when you are out of cover. Sparks and smoke from your cover will indicate they are trying to line up a shot. Release. Right click to duck into cover until their fire lets up. If you take damage 3 times, you will fail. Did I do it?
Shoot the Hotari woman!
If an ally dies, you will fail the mission. If appears over an enemy, they are targeting an ally. If it fills completely, they will take damage. Sweet. Oh no. Bitch got a big wheel. Out of the way, motherfuckers.
Jara! Get on!
Fucking rock and roll, man. Let's go. Covering fire! Oh shit.
Hold on to something.
Like I said, the disruptor rifle at this point would be really good. Just pew, 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 pew. Come with me if you want to live. Yeah, that'd be great, dude.
Oh no.
Here we go, baby. You know what I mean about rifles?
I'll handle them.
Can I? Am I not vindicated yet? Have I not been vindicated at least 2 or 3 times at this point? Ever have automatic weapons? Well, to be fair, a lot of energy weapons can't be fully automatic because of how their capacitors work. There are a few styles of automatic weapon that have been tried in specifically Star Trek games like Elite Force and Elite Force 2. They're usually very exotic weapons, or like they made a phaser rifle that was a fully automatic that looked, you know how in Star Trek, the new movies, the like point defense phaser things, they shoot little balls. It's kind of like that. It's fairly inaccurate and it just kind of spits them out. It's pretty cool, don't get me wrong, but a lot of it is because you really don't need large amounts of automatic fire. But that also belays the fact that squad automatic weapons are great for one thing and one thing only: making people keep their head down. And so it would make sense that you would have a phaser weapon that should have rapid amounts of fire, but is not very accurate, simply to keep the enemy's head down. Literally, pick it up over a barrel or set it on top of your cover and just turn it on. And it's just spraying down the line, back and forth, back and forth. That's all you gotta do. All right, so if the arrows appear on the side of the screen, you can switch between cover spots. Use WASD in the direction to charge over. Some enemies will only be visible in certain cover spots.
Shoot the one driving the machine!
Fuck yeah, dude.
Tylus!
There's another part where the wide beam stun would have come in handy.
We're surrounded.
I'll get it working. I just need some time.
But I guess it's only when the script calls for it, huh?
Here we go.
Yes!
The lift. We're trapped.
Resolute, 2 to beam up immediately. Resolute, come in.
Jara!
Nope. Oh, I gotta... Come on, man. Let me shoot him in the face.
Are you all right?
I think so.
She might live.
It hurts.
She might live. Let's go, baby. Come on. Lay him down. Come on, I can take him. I got this. I told you to get that fucking disruptor rifle. You didn't listen to me. What the hell am I doing? Like, I don't know what it's trying to get me to do. Okay. Did the game glitch out or something? Like, no, the WASD's not doing anything. Clicking's not doing anything. I don't see anything to click on. Dude, the mouse controls are fucking horrible, man. Like, fucking for real, dude. Camera sensitivity. Let's turn that way the fuck up. Did that not? Christ, dude. There must be... really? Blame it, girl.
What are you doing?
Hold on to me.
Now, you know the problem with this, right? Oh, God. That was cool. That was really cool. Man, they are so lucky.
But there's too much interference. Transporters still can't get a lock.
I'm surprised they're not shooting at them, to be quite honest, because now they're just kind of like hovering down there. And
Miranda was able to transport through the storm.
Maybe they think they're
There has
dead?
to be some path through that we're not seeing.
Tetrametric radiation is saturating our sensors. There is too much interference to pick up the residual transporter signature.
Wait. Tetrametric radiation. Of course. I can align the transporter with the tetrametric signature. The crystals emit tetrametric pulses every 3.8422 seconds, roughly 26 centihertz. All of this is connected. The storm, the warp-killing field, the crystals, Miranda's alien transporter tech. Okay, I've got the transporter in calibration. There are a lot of biosigns in that mine, all stacked on top of each other. I need something to identify the commander signal. Something loud, energetic.
Understood. Commander Rydek, we have penetrated the storm's interference, but we are unable to pinpoint your signature. We need you to generate a high-energy event
nice shot,
to help
girl.
us.
High-energy event. Got it. Tyler, are you still with me?
I am.
Good. I'm going to shoot my
Wow, their
phaser
aim
from dilithium
sucks.
to cause a piezoelectric rupture.
What? Why?
Uh-oh.
Signal flare.
That's not good.
Even if these crystals have to be pure enough. Bigger still.
Whoa! Dilithium explosion.
Is that energetic enough?
More than enough. I can lock onto their biosigns now.
Okay, so, clear debris, select the target of transports. You must select all targets to advance. Use the mouse to aim, click to clear debris, select the targets. Resume.
I've got their biosigns isolated.
Commander, we have your signal.
I'm gonna tunnel a path through the ionic interference.
Yeah, I remember this one. Boom.
I've got a path. Just gotta calibrate the signal.
Okay. Lock the frequencies at just the right moment to give the transporter enough power. Use the mouse to move your cursor and lock in place. When the bar fills, your cursor is at the bar fills when your cursor is at a point when the distance between the waveforms is the greatest. The blue power bar at the bottom is added to each yellow bar when each yellow bar is locked. If the blue bar is full when you lock the third line, you will advance. If you do not move enough power when you lock the third bar, you will need to try again. If you are having trouble, find a spot where non-moving waveform happens. All right, so
I've got a lock.
Energize.
Oh, baby. Yes. Boy, they really want you to live the dream, don't they? They really want you to live that dream. Woo. Enemies just aren't allowed to have decent aim. Yeah, especially with disruptors. To be fair, disruptors are fairly...
Petty Officer Diaz.
We're losing her.
The pattern is degrading. Can you hold the signal?
I'm trying.
Are not really accurate because of how the thing works. On, where is it? Fuck. Fuck, I can't get it high enough. On. Got it.
I got it. Oh, come on, come on. Yes!
Get her to sickbay.
Captain Solano and Ambassador Spock have just returned from Hotari.
Take a look at that.
Rydick, I need you on the bridge, now.
Little rude, but okay.
I'm here.
The Elydians are preparing to attack Hotari.
Status report.
The systems are now fully powered. All torpedo tubes open.
They're preparing to fire. We should hail the Elydian flagship, Captain.
Readying phasers if you want them.
Stand by. Await my order. Recommendation, Commander. We need to act quickly. Before this spirals out of control.
Hail the Elydians. Maybe we could talk some sense into them.
Hail them.
No response.
Try it again.
Still nothing.
The Elydians. They've powered down their weapons.
Odd. You sure about that, Mr. Ahmad?
They're venting some kind of gas from their ship. Hold on. Now
They already get the other guy on the...
That's unexpected.
Scan them again.
Commander Ermont, scan them again. We have to be sure.
No mistaking it. They're dead in the water.
Did they get sabotaged? By Dude Bro?
What's happening?
There's an energy dampening field coming from Tau.
Take us out of range.
Aye, Captain.
All right. Before this gets any more awesome, I need to go use the bathroom. I'll be right back. Oh, I'll throw up the break screen too. Be right back. My only hope was to snipe and kill the sectoid. He could easily run over here and kill Joker. Right? Joker's got 14 mobility. Yeah, look at that. He's got 15. Okay, here we go. Don't kill him. Oh, that is frickin' juicy, baby. That's juicy. Did he just... No, he's bleeding out. Okay.
Do you even care about me?
That's actually quite bad. That is even worse. That is even worse. Here we go. On rate, you got this, baby.
No trickery can save you,
Yep. Going for Casey? Yes. Wow.
We have injuries.
12 crits. Wow.
This is Firebrand. Package is secure. All surviving XCOM operatives are secure. Firebrand returning to base.
Acceptable. I mean, we probably should get everybody moving and just move them all. It sucks, but we can easily get back up.
Truly, you were meant for something more than this.
Sure. And a 1, and a 2,
and you're gonna die.
On the attack.
Come on, baby. Oh, it's too good.
Your rage was not enough.
Damn right.
You can't hide!
Whoa.
Judgment sniper!
There we go. There we go. There we go. Mmm, juicy rockets. Mmm, look at that, 1.92, 201. Oh, come on, man. Come on, I gotta take this. There's no way I can't take that. There's no way I can't take that. There's no freaking way I can't take that. Come on, baby. Let's go. Let's go, boys. Triple kill.
This is what I
do. And the guy with the loot is still alive. What have you done? Okay, look. If it'll satisfy your curiosity, you can clip this. Is that good? Is that good? All right, we're done. Bunny. Finally, some of that ring-a-ding-ding Overwatch. Give me some of that Joker. Boom! No, really? Your first shot, you fucking miss. What? Joker! Not very. I say we take it. Let's go, baby. Come on, you got this. Yeah! 28 crit, baby! Die, Xenoscum! Oh my goodness. It don't get much better than that, baby. Alrighty, boys. Yes, indeed. The Xenoscum have felt the wrath of the Tango. Now, let's see what we can do about saving their asses. What do you say? Let's do it.
Captain, the flagship is hailing us.
On screen.
Zeldy to the Starship Resolute. Our main power cores are completely disabled. The more power we give, the more it takes. Running off batteries. Life support systems have failed. Unable to ventilate contaminated atmosphere.
You think they got the Queen?
Admiral, you are about to launch an attack on a defenseless planet.
Kobliat, you sided with the Hotari in the negotiation, but that does not matter now. My crew is going to die. Please, I beg of you. You must render assistance.
Of course.
System failures are compounding around my ship.
We'll help you.
Yes, we will.
Thank you.
By all accounts, they're defenseless. Why would
Admiral,
we not help
excuse
them?
us while we devise a rescue plan.
By my estimate, the crew only have 23 minutes before their atmospheric mix becomes lethal.
While we may not be able to transport the Illidians directly, if we were to transport them from their ship to a nearby shuttlecraft, it should be possible to amplify the transporter signal there and reroute it to the Resolute.
Somebody listen to the fucking
ambassador's
Vulcan.
plan is incomplete. An away team will have to beam aboard the Zeldi and set up pattern enhancers for a stable enough signal out of the dampening field.
And that Vulcan
Thank you
too.
for identifying my deficiency, Commander Chovak.
Jara, I need a senior officer in command. of
Right
this.
on.
Take Chovak and Bedrosian in the
Fuck
shuttle.
yeah, let's rock and roll.
Get it done.
Petty Officers Diaz and Edsalar, you will be part of the rescue mission. As will I.
Do it.
Bring the shuttle within transporter range of the Zeldi, then beam you both aboard.
Beam us on board. Why?
The pattern enhancers must be placed on the Zeldi to make it possible to beam the Illidians back to the Resolute. Gather the pattern enhancers and get to the docking bay.
Dude, it's like my mouse has... I can't move it at all, man. Hang on one second. Like, settings are maxed. Okay. Is it possibly my... Give me 1 second. I apologize for this. I need to fix this. Possible it's my mouse software. Ah, my battery is dying. That's probably has something to do with it. Give me one. Ah. All right, now. Where is the... So even at 10,000 DPI and maximum sensitivity, maybe I need to turn up aim sensitivity as well. Maximum, like, it's at 10,000, dude. What the fuck is this, man? Like, that's some ridiculous shit. All right, I'm turning the aim back down because it was a little bit sensitive. I'm assuming that's what the thing. Like, I actually need to use my gigantic mouse pad in front of me that's completely empty, so I can like play like I'm playing like a competitive first-person shooter.
The people that oppress the Hotari, when we should be going to rescue Miranda. This thing that's happened to Miranda is like the Trill symbiosis joining, only worse. And I've seen too many people I care about wiped away by some greater entity to stand by while the same thing happens to her. I wanted no part of it then, and I won't stand for it now. Their bodies stolen and used like puppets.
I'm not giving up on her either. We'll get her back.
Whatever it takes.
Absolutely.
Right
like
now.
The reason I acted the way I did is because she was being extremely suspicious, and it looked like she was being like a traitorous bitch, right? Rather than her being like taken over by some alien, right? Because that's, in my opinion, it's possibly less likely that she's going crazy than some kind of alien shit's going on, right? Maybe it should be the other way around. I don't know. But the point is that she was a security risk, and she should have been scanned. She should have had a security detail take her to sickbay, right? And that would have given it up. If we'd have taken her to sickbay first, they would. I imagine what would have happened is they would have scanned her. When we found this out, the same thing would have happened, right? And it would be better equipped to be in the brig, which is funny because they still got their asses kicked. The brig officers, like, if you have a brig, why would your seat literally be facing away from the door? And why would you not have a camera outside the door that only you could open the door from the inside? Unless, like, command override kind of shit, right? Like, like, it's not hard, man. It's not hard. It's not. But his desk is literally facing away from the door. So he can't see who walks in.
We've got other lives to save.
Yeah.
Think horses before zebras. Yeah. I mean, in Star Trek, sure, it is more likely because we understand the meta, but in their universe, most of your life, you don't encounter someone possessed by an alien zombie virus thing, right? You get what I'm saying? You understand where I'm going with this? That's what I'm trying to say. It's more likely that she's having some kind of medical episode, or she fucking went schizo, you know, that kind of shit, or she's doing it because she's like in with the Orion pirates or something bad, like debt or something, or somebody in her family got kidnapped. You know, it's more likely something like that, which could be handled by obviously just using security. So that's where we go with that. But yes, think zebras, think horses instead of zebras. The insecurity team. We're supposed to be in a secure, trusted environment in the bowels of the ship. Yeah, but the brig guard is a guard. He is not just there to, you know, watch, you know, to ensure that the maintain the force field, right? You're also guarding the person. So if somebody wanted to break her out, the worst position you could possibly be in is having your back to the door. I mean, as your duty station, right? At least you'd want it facing an opposite wall with like a little alcove, so you can see the door and you can see all the prisoners. And your station should include cameras that are inside the room and outside in the hallway, like, so you can see down both sides of the hallway, you can see directly in front of the door, like you have like full vision everywhere. That's the kind of setup you want. But you know, that would make fucking sense, right? Can't be having that. Because then those dudes couldn't have snuck up into the transporter room without the explicit permission of the person sitting behind the desk, right? So if they had that kind of setup that was actually secure, they might have gotten caught, right? They couldn't, or excuse me, they couldn't have snuck up. They would have had to like play the part of trying to be part of a security detail or something like that. But everybody would have been instantly sus because they were the same ones that went down to the planet with her, right? So they wouldn't have been able to do that. And not only that, they were walking the ship, right? And they had no idea where they were. It said the computer couldn't locate them. Why couldn't the computer locate them? Why would you not, if the computer can't locate them and you know there's something going on with this bitch, why would you not have extra security standing around not only the brig, but also the people who are investigating the situation? At least a couple more officers, right? Maybe stand outside with phaser rifles to like guard the door so that random people can't just walk in and shoot the fucking guards in the back. Maybe, perhaps. Just a thought. Are you for real? Okay, there we go. Maybe it's because I'm paranoid.
Resolute to shuttlecraft Melville. You're cleared for takeoff.
Guarding nuclear reactors has made me that way, right? And guarding nuclear missiles has made me that way. You don't trust fucking anybody. It's literally trust but verify. I don't give a fuck if you've got admiral rank on. If you violate a thing without doing the proper protocol, they have the right to fucking shoot you. Okay? Like that's the kind of thing I grew up in the Navy with, right? Like going to a submarine without proper authorization could get you shot by Marines. This was my daily life. Yeah, that's another thing. Yeah. And I mean, that's right, Kermit. You are correct about all of those things, but those are dangerous assumptions to make. And that's why crew members possessed by aliens were able to sneak up in the brig and disable both of the guards. So even if the personnel hadn't been in there, they would have easily been able to grab the person and leave. Right? That's what I'm getting at. Is it's like you can give me all of this stuff about how many security barriers you're behind, but when you're dealing with a prisoner, right, the whole point is to ensure that not only are they kept safe and away from everybody else, but no one can get them out. Because you don't know any of the situation. So why would you not prepare for it? Right? That's the thing. So like imagine, like, let me put it to you like this. If you were to get put in the brig on a submarine, you would have armed guards standing outside the door. You're on a submarine. Like, nobody's getting in. Nobody's getting in, right? Nobody's getting in. Nobody's getting out. And yet, why do we put armed guards in front of a fucking bulkhead door on a submarine if somebody's in the brig? Why do you think that is? You know what I'm saying? So it's like I get what you're saying, but it doesn't make sense to because it's about practicality, right? Yeah, especially when it deals with dangerous things like that. That's the thing that bothers me. It's like, so there are stories in the Navy of officers violating these kinds of things that I'm talking about and nearly getting shot, right? There was a story from my boat where where one of the officers tried to leave the boat with like one of the keys that they're not supposed to leave with. Like they have to like be relieved of duty and swap over to be able to leave the boat. We tried to leave with the key anyway. And it almost got him shot. Like he got drew down on. Let's put it like that. And if he'd taken another step, he'd have been dead. Right? So it's like, that's why I'm like, maybe it's just me being paranoid because of being trained to like guard nuclear missiles and nuclear reactors that are like of the utmost importance and state secret kind of shit. Maybe that's why I'm that way. Okay, so oh fuck, dude. I did not realize those things were moving. Are they really gonna block me? Can I not just go around them? We are in 3-dimensional space. Oh, I see. Okay, I gotcha. Not gonna happen. I got this. On. Oh shit, this is gonna be kind of close. Alright, we're almost there.
We are within range.
Yes!
Any closer, we'll put the shuttle
inside the anomaly. Luxury space communism is very bad risk assessment. I mean, a lot of it is, yeah. Sometimes they do it justice on the show.
Preparing
right?
to transport
they actually
awaiting.
make it to where the bad guys have to like actually be thinking, living, breathing things and not just lying, drooling morons. Do they not have respirators of their own on the ship somewhere?
The ship's life support. It's almost completely drained.
And the other systems, too.
Oh no.
We gotta get to their transporter room.
Whoa, okay, hang on a second. Okay, so that's what that controls. Got it. Got the phaser. Holster. Trying to pull out the tricorder and it's not letting me. I need to turn. I guess it's just got really low sensitivity on that part.
The atmosphere in here is turning to poison. All of these Illidians are going to die if we don't get them out of here.
Oh, you can't run with the phaser? Come the fuck on, dude.
These must close in case of emergency. They don't have enough power left to function. Carter, give them a charge with your phaser. Should make them open.
Of course. Of course. Shoot the door with the phaser. That's exactly what we do. That's how Starfleet does it. Oh, excuse me. Got a bang in my head there. Think they're setting me up for puzzles later. they might be. Oh, boo. Alright. Okay, we already shot that one, right? Okay, the door doesn't just open. Aha! I found you, you scoundrel! How dare you hide from me?
It's not working.
No power's running through any of this. We gotta get him open manually.
I am the ranking officer here. State your intentions. We are under siege. Explain yourselves.
What does it look like? We're here to rescue you.
And yet, you cannot even open a door.
Got a point.
Whoa there.
I am still able to stand. What are you trying to do?
We gotta get into your transporter room.
Then we can get your people off the ship.
Let's roll, baby. Very ostentatious. That was a big ass room too. Yeah, just stick it right on in there.
Make sure they're evenly spaced. We need to manually adjust beam trajectory so they connect.
I got this one. You get the others.
Do it. It says whip out the track. It says it's got the 2 for the tricorder, but I can't whip it out. You know, as much as you'd like me to, Brown. Alright, are we good? Nope, got one more over there. She's still fiddling with that one. Of course, I gotta do all the work. And uno más. Yes, uno más. I thought I'd actually have to, like, move the beams and shit. Apparently it does it for you. Oh, I do! Oh, that's great. I love that. Nice. Get her up and ready. Okay. Living the dream, boys. Living the dream. Oh my god. This game. This game. Why game? Why? Oh my god.
Alright. The pattern enhancers are aligned and ready to go.
Who knew I would enjoy doing such mundane tasks?
These will boost the signal so we can transport through the storm. We have a shuttle outside this ship that will route the signal to the Resolute.
All crew to transporter room 2. We are evacuating.
Mucho bene.
We're alive.
Here they come.
Isn't he the one that got was he the one that got transformed?
Okay, coordinates. Beam status. Energizing controls.
Please step on the platform so we can evacuate you, Admiral.
The crew goes first, Arminta.
Sir.
I mean it.
You! Get on the platform already!
Sus, baby, sus.
Okay. The interface is in Elydian. but the layout is the same as a Starfleet transporter. I just gotta do what I did before. Select the people to transport.
Okay.
I need to select all of them. Plot a path through the ionic interference.
A little bit of we got a little bit of something there. Power bar looking. Is that not good enough?
If the path goes through too much
There
interference, it won't work. Okay, just have to calibrate the signal gain to get the highest possible output. Even at this range, the interference is too much. The system is suggesting better transport coordinates. D, it's the shuttle. You're sitting right in the thick of it. I'm sending you specific coordinates for a clear signal path.
Waypoint's been added to the navigational computer. There, Commander. Give or take 50 meters.
Oh my god, okay, let's go. 6 kilometers away. Can I not sprint? Ah, fuck, man. Dude.
We have to keep away from the lightning.
Oof. That is coming right for me. There we go. Okay, okay, okay. Guess we just gotta wait for it to pass, kind of deal. Back up a little bit. Oh my god. Okay. Shit. Oh, okay, we scraped us a little bit. Nope, nope, nope. Get away from me. I do not want to fly through any of that shit no more. Nope, nope. I'm going around. Space is 3D, bitches. I'm cheating. Fuck me. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Going right over it. Oh god, oh god. Got this. Maybe, I think we got this. On. Yes.
Melville to away team.
Boom. We are there, baby.
I have the first group of Illydians in the pattern buffer. Redirecting and transmitting to the Resolute now.
This is Resolute. We have the Illydians safely aboard.
We did it! I was so worried this wouldn't work. We got this.
Good work. Keep it up.
Yes, Commander.
This is Commander Rydek. We're holding steady. Signal is good. Keep them coming.
Why is it their gigantic security detail? I mean, they are an alien species aboard a Federation ship. You know, they shouldn't be allowed to just roam freely. You know, just taking just regular kind of security precautions. Maybe they're off screen. Fair enough.
Admiral, you're next.
I've made it clear. I only leave after those in my charge.
Sir, I must insist you go so you can lead our people. I will see to any stragglers.
Yes, that may be for the best.
He was really trying not to
let
go.
me thank our human saviors.
Here we go.
I'll pin medals on your uniforms when this is over. For all your brave work.
We're not out of the woods yet, sir. So if you don't mind...
Ah, yes. Forgive me.
Okay.
We're ready for transport.
Get the Admiral to safety.
Energize.
Massive power surge!
Sending available power to the annular confinement beam. I have the Illidians in the pattern buffer, but I cannot resolve their signal to send them through to the Resolute, nor can I materialize them here.
We need a better position with the Resolute.
Shit. Let's move, boys. They gonna die if we don't get on anything on this. You know, I did not realize we were gonna play Space Truckers as well. I am very happy with this development, by the way, just in case you're wondering. Big fan, big fan. Okay, we got an asteroid coming up. I want to avoid that shit. Go up. Relatively speaking, of course. Okay, we got that thing coming fucking right in front of us. Yep. Okay, those asteroids looking kind of dangerous too. We're gonna fly around this. I ain't doing the ring thing again, dude. It's not happening. Not happening. Not even a little bit. Bitches. Got it.
I am losing their patterns. I need more power, but internal relays are not functioning.
I'll do it manually.
Get it, girl.
Do it.
I am trying. I will lose the transport if I do not have more time. Signal is resolving.
Please!
Finish the transport.
I have them. Transport complete.
What? You could do both. You could do both. Oof. She literally just gave an order. She could have did both.
She is injured.
No shit.
Lieutenant Bedrosian has been injured, but the last transport was successful.
Yeah, she didn't like that. Let's see what she says. Okay, so Jara, the inclination. Okay, we're still there. May never forgive Jara for the plasma bath unless they're permanently disfigured. Okay. Sure, bud. Yeah, okay. Well, what your sacrifice just saved, like what? 10 people?
Unfortunately, our shuttle systems were damaged by the power surge. We can no longer serve as the transporter node.
She chose to hold on to
These
it.
readings are off
Like,
the charts.
what do you want from me, dude? Or she chose to do it, I guess. I guess she was stuck.
On this ship. That must have been the power surge. When it came on board.
You're right. That's a con energy source. They call it the Cartabula. It's here.
Is that?
The intruders are preparing to bring the Zeldi to war.
And we're about to be stuck on it.
There is an old Illidian saying about leaping off the hot skillet and falling to the flame below.
Yeah, we got that one too.
I hate to say this, but I don't think there's a rescue coming for us. That was our job, so we're gonna have to save ourselves. And with the Cartabula on board, we're gonna have a new job.
Stop it. Stop them.
I like this job.
That's all well and good, but if we're not getting off this ship, we're really backed into a corner here.
We can't get off this ship.
But maybe I could target somewhere
On the ship.
We are reading the warp engines powering up.
Yeah, we picked up on that.
We We do not have a way to evacuate you from the Zeldi. The shuttlecraft is too heavily damaged.
Sorry we won't make it back, but duty calls. You know how it is.
I certainly do, Mr. Diaz. Live long and prosper.
I hear voices down the corridor.
They will be here soon.
I'll guard the door. Just get us out of here, Diaz.
Hey, Stretch. Help us with this map. Find somewhere as remote as you can.
They're
That
almost
was
here.
great. That was really good. That was really, really good. Oh, fuck. Cargo bay, crew quarters, bridge.
Bridge?
The first place intruders would fortify.
There. The aft cargo bay.
That is acceptable.
Sounds good to me.
Whatever you're doing, do it now!
Well, your aim sucks. We'll never forgive. She actively held it. Her plan was not to. Yeah, well, I think she was stuck on it, like you get frozen on an electrical panel if you grab it. I think that's what happened. And so the choice was to save her, complete the transport. I don't understand why I didn't do both. Give the order to give the to finish the transport. Yeah.
It's too late for him. Carter!
3 to transport.
And while getting up to save her. Shoot that bitch. Or run, that works too. Interesting. Interesting. I mean, I hate to say it, but that's the way it is. And permanently disfigured, like we live, like this is Star Trek, dude. They can literally peel, like grow new skin and like literally replace it. Like I don't know, they regrow limbs. What the fuck are we talking about?
Zeldi does not appear to have left any warp signature at all.
Yeah, that bitch
Cannot
again.
track
Exactly.
its trajectory. Our duty often calls for sacrifice. She knows it. And our people on the Zeldi know it.
Indeed.
Contact the Resolute, Mr. Chovak. Have them bring us
Mission
back.
always
Tell them we'll need medical waiting for
comes
Lieutenant Bedrosian.
first. Mission.
Yes, Commander.
Shipmate. That's the order. Then self. You recovered awfully quick from good shot. I know, right? Like almost like we have advanced medical science that can just fix that kind of shit. You know, except when it blows a giant hole in your chest, by the way. That's what disruptors do. It would have been a little bit more explosive and bloody, but that's essentially how it works. Of course, they could have been a different type of disruptor, so it wouldn't have been as nearly as catastrophically bloody. Maybe the Assylians don't like that. Why are you looking so forlorn? Like, yes, you are responsible. That is the whole fucking point. That's why you got the pips, baby. That's what that means. Look at that face, though, man. Come on.
Through your efforts, we were able to save almost 100 Illydians from certain death. As for Lieutenant Bedrosian, well, Duval will do her best, but the prognosis isn't very encouraging.
Lieutenant Bedrosian went above and beyond her duty. She deserves a commendation.
I'll see what I can do.
Motherfucker, she's
Commander
a hero.
Rydek, I heard what you did. The sacrifice you made for our sake. You saved not only my life, but the lives of my crew. An incredibly heroic deed. All of Illydia is in your debt. We cannot thank you enough.
Just doing our duty, Admiral. I'm sure you understand. If you'll excuse us.
Of course.
How are we getting our away team back?
Ambassador Spock and the rest of the senior staff are waiting for us in the briefing room to discuss just that.
It's the
I
slouching,
wanted a chance
too.
for
He
you and
fucking
I to
slouches.
speak first, given the circumstances. While protocol might suggest we alert Starfleet about our situation, missing crew, the data breach, possible threat from the Hotari, or Khan, I think we're better off keeping this to ourselves, under our control. You know what's at stake for me here, and what is at stake for you, too. I can't afford another mission gone wrong.
So this is why that son of a bitch talked about me, talked about her being a captain at the very beginning of the game. It was a veiled threat that he could potentially end her chances of becoming a captain. That's what that was. That's what that was. Because he's on his last leg. Let's see what he says. A leadership and recommended Bogosian to receive a special commendation for her heroic efforts. Right on. Okay, what else do we got? Anything else changed? Like, you want to move me with art? Self-sacrifice. Always does it. Duty and honor, man. Recover. Yeah, is it stupid? It's another terrible Starfleet admiral. Yeah, right. You're right. That's it. That's it. Another terrible Starfleet admiral. That's what. Yeah. So I have a feeling me and him, my ability to follow orders is about to fucking fly out of the airlock. I think that's what's about to happen. You remember when I talked about it in my other streams about the chain of command and how there are certain instances in which following orders is exactly, you do that almost all of the time. But there are a fair few instances in which that is not the case. And what he is talking about right now is a violation of regulations. And he knows it, which is why he's talking to me in a fucking corner. Okay. Shot her during escape. Okay. Do not alert the greater fleet is an illegal order in it. I don't believe, let me put it to you like this. This is where the fact that like captains are gods at sea comes into play, right? Because the Federation is a lot more in control of the local space than they used to be. Like in Kirk's time, the reason he was able to act like a cowboy and they could excuse all that shit is because they were literally exploring deep space where the Federation has almost no say or whatever. So that's why they had so much leeway with stuff like that. But a lot of the stuff is very near Federation space, and so the wider fleet is available to assist, if not immediately, then at least within like a week or so, right? Does not vet their admirals at all. It feels like it, doesn't it? I mean, it's one of those things. It's like, but 99.99999% of all the admirals are upstanding, honorable, dutiful individuals, right? And then you've got that like 0.00001% that are absolutely batshit crazy or do some crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's definitely a violation of regulations. However, there would be instances in which not informing Starfleet would be a good idea. For instance, if you think Starfleet has been, like a liaison or contact that you might use to get to Starfleet may have been compromised or some sort, or a mission critical reason would be to keep silent, right? Like you're on some kind of covert mission or any number of things. Even a mission like this, where maybe you're trying to hide how much you know, maybe you would not contact Starfleet, or if you did contact Starfleet, just give them a green light. Or some kind of coded message to let them know that there's a situation we're fucking handling and stand by for, rescue kind of deal, right? But to completely hide the fact of what we're doing and not report in when we absolutely could, it's not illegal, right? But he has to get my acquiescence. That's the problem. If I don't back him on this, it probably isn't going to happen. I don't think it will, unless he wants to throw me in the brig. Right? Because that's pretty much what it would take. So we're about to see where this conversation is going to go. Because you saw me, dude. He gave me orders. Boom. Follow him. Because in the moment, that's the right thing to do. Right? That's what chain of command is all about. What he's about to do now is try to coerce me to break the chain of command. Because the chain of command is we're supposed to report to Starfleet what the fuck's going on. So the admirals can know. So they can know whether they need to send backup. Because we're just a science vessel. We might need a fucking dreadnought. You know what I'm saying? Fucking the Enterprise might need to fucking cruise around this motherfucker. Right? We might need some firepower. Or we might need rescue. You know? So any number of situations where you could send another ship to investigate or to lend a hand. You know, maybe instead of a science ship, they send a freaking SCE ship, the Corps of Engineers, right? They usually have small, like, workhorse ships, right? There was a Terry Pratchett joke about asking generals, "You and what army?" They only need to point out the window. Yeah. We ain't reorienting. Yeah, we already did. Okay, are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? This is good. This is where it comes in. This is where it comes down to.
And I'm really counting on your support. I don't want to raise a false alarm just yet. And I have every confidence we can wrap this up before it gets any worse than it already is.
No. Like, your reporting in is not going to make it any better. They're still going to find out.
I'm sorry, Captain, but this isn't about you. The lives of everyone who wears a uniform are at stake.
Boom.
I don't see it that way.
We're ready in the briefing room, Captain.
On our way.
That's too bad.
Is there any update on our efforts to trace the Zeldy's warp signature?
Making you look good is at the very bottom of my motherfucking list, bro.
Somehow they were able to mask the signature and block our ability to track their trajectory.
I'm also concerned about what went with them. A Taconian energy source.
Sidron referred to it as the Cartabula.
Yes, I've been analyzing your tricorder scans. This Cartabula is more powerful than any energy source on record. It disabled our ability to warp and likely created the ion storm.
We have to find that ship.
It could be anywhere by now.
Literally anywhere.
I have faith in our away team. They won't give up easily, and if they can somehow manage to stay alive, then maybe they could get word to us about their location.
That'd be a hell of a lucky break.
Right now, we need all the luck we can get.
Right on.
The Takan also compromised our systems when Petty Officer Maris stole data from our computer core.
We're assessing what was lost as we speak. It's just too soon to say exactly what they had access to.
Starfleet needs to know about this.
We're not contacting Starfleet until we fully understand the situation. There are too many unknowns.
They stole our data. That's reason enough to warn Starfleet.
But the captain does have a point. It might be better to wait until we know more.
No.
We shouldn't take any chances. We should at least alert Starfleet that our system was compromised.
Not if it's able to be
shielded. I agree with Commander
from sensors.
Rydek. We should let Starfleet decide how they want to handle it.
Agreed. Well, if nothing else, we should report to them.
This mission was a failure before it's even over? No. That's not how we're gonna do it. Not on my ship. I want to speak with the Hatari and get...
See, this is the problem. It's not about asking the Federation permission. It's literally just telling them what the fuck is going on. Send them a goddamn report. Like, literally just make a log. Fill them in on the situation. Tell them we're fucking handling it. If they want us to do anything different, give me a fucking call. Easy. Like, there's no need for conflict here. He's literally letting his ego and his, like, legacy or whatever the fuck he's talking about, like, completely cloud his judgment. That is exactly what's going on here. Okay, so I got one for Spock. Supported the assessment that Starfleet should be informed. And not only that, the ambassador outranks the captain. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, while the captain is the highest ranking individual on the ship and Spock can't order him about the operations on the ship, Spock being an ambassador means that he can give him orders about the mission. And if he orders him to contact Starfleet, that should mean he needs to follow it. I'm pretty sure that's how that works, because Spock is in charge of the mission. So he can't order him to, like, you know, send someone to the brig, but he can order him to do things for the mission. Like if he said, I want to go to the moon and inspect it, and they gave me permission, literally take the fucking ship and put it in orbit around the moon, that the captain would have to do that. And he would command the ship to do that, right? The captain commands the ship, and Ambassador Spock, as far as the chain of command goes, commands the captain. As far as the mission goes. So he can't give orders on the ship, but he should be able to order the captain around. And we're about to see if that's going to happen. Okay, did he do something? Putting the crew at whole risk. So I got one for her. Yeah, withholding information from Starfleet. So I got a good attaboy from her. I got an attaboy from Spock. Right? Disappointed, refusal to support his decision, and he was angered, continued refusal. Yeah, I'm not going to support. Like, if he orders me not to contact Starfleet, I probably won't. But it's one of those things. If I'm able to like lodge in a formal complaint type shit to be like, look, this is fucked up. We shouldn't be doing this. I probably will. It really depends on how bad the situation gets, right? Okay.
At the bottom of this before we get Starfleet involved.
I expect we'll meet resistance. The Hotari think we violated our neutrality by entering their minds.
By the way, did you see the professionalism of Commander Ernmont? As soon as the captain made his decision, he shut the fuck up about it. Good man.
Assuming the negotiations are off, we no longer have an official role here.
We still have a responsibility to the Hotari and the Illydians.
The Takan are a threat to both their civilizations.
No. They're a threat to us all. The device Commander Rydek found in the Taconian Vault is an advanced delivery mechanism for a complex biogenetic transformation process.
Meaning what, exactly?
Not only are they bioforming innocent hosts, transforming them into Takan, they're taking the DNA and engrammatic data of a specific Taconian and displacing that of its host.
They're regrowing them in the bodies of the
subjects. It's a hostile takeover on a cellular level, bringing individual Takan back to life, one by one.
And what happens to the host?
It's hard to say exactly. Some of their memories remain intact, but the implanted Taconian identity appears to have full control. In time, all that remains of the host may be lost entirely.
It's an invasion. One victim at a time.
Precisely. Petty Officer Maris called herself a scion of the Flame, but the computer had no information about it.
She also shot the hell out of my ship as she escaped and nearly killed a few of our crew.
Because you run a sloppy fucking ship.
So we know this about those
To be fair, that's
scions.
my fault, but whatever.
They're dangerous.
The Takan have crossed a line. That much is certain. However, meeting with the Hotari could offer insight into their true intentions. Under the pretense of an apology for betraying their trust and trespassing on their territory.
What if there are no Hotari left? If Galvin and Sidron were Takan, who else? The Queen?
I think we would know if that were the case.
Would we? Really?
We'll take every precaution.
With the Cartabula gone, I can confirm we have regained warp capability and the use of our transporters.
Excellent. Commander Ernmont, see if we can arrange a meeting on Hotari as soon as possible. As Ambassador Spock suggested, under the pretense of an apology.
Aye, Captain.
Nice work, everyone.
You're long overdue for a Diridium infusion.
It looks like I am.
That is definitely going to become a relevant plot point later. You know it is. They're not going to Chekhov's gun this. They can't. All right.
I'll give you two a moment, but she needs her rest.
I understand.
Commander Rydek? Is that you? I thought I heard your voice.
I'm right here.
Where? Before you say anything, I just want you to know I don't blame you for what happened. I heard that last transport made it through. That was our mission, to save lives. So, I'm glad it was a success. And Dr. Duvall tells me she can get me my sight back. Eventually.
I mean, it shouldn't take that long, right?
I just hope this isn't the end of my career.
Shouldn't be.
Can't be much of a tactical officer if you can't see what's coming. But this is all I've ever wanted to do.
The latest advancements in vision enhancement are truly remarkable. I wouldn't be surprised if you came back better than you ever were.
Okay, that was...
I just want to be able to see again.
That was lame as fuck. Why did she say that? I actually wanted to give her encouragement that her duty now is to get better. Fuck.
That's all I'm asking.
I should have told her
All right,
to trust
you
the
two.
doctor.
Lieutenant Bedrosian needs her rest, and you have an infusion waiting for you.
That was so not what it's... I know,
Check in on you
right?
soon. I promise.
Well, I mean, that's what it meant, but it came off way more pansy-ass than I wanted it to. That's half the problem with these. I really want to see what it says. So I can know, like... Because attitude about it is everything, right? Whether you're saying it sarcastically or meaningfully, or you're kind of being defensive. Like, there's all kinds of ways to say it in different ways. And unfortunately, the little snippet really doesn't give you the attitude behind it necessarily, which is why on like the Mass Effect and Dragon Age stuff, they had to have like emoticons on it to tell you what the fuck you were actually saying. She got a thing. What did she say? Okay, she took optimism in that. That's great. But yeah, the reason I wanted to say that is because your career's not over. Your duty now is to get the fuck better. You like, there ain't no way that's gonna stop her, right? Like, not only is Jara not wrong about the visual enhancements, dude. Have you seen Geordi's face? Have you seen them eyes? They're amazing. They're absolutely amazing. And they can literally regrow limbs. They can regrow your entire face. They could give you a new skull. Like, you'll be fine.
I'm gonna hold you to it.
So you asked at a back to tank. You'd be good as new in a week.
Aside from almost running out of Duridium, you're in good health.
Nice to get some positive news for a change.
You, I don't worry about.
That's a good one. That's another good one.
Captain,
Cheers.
however.
Starfleet needs brave,
on.
committed officers like you. You're
say
damn
it,
right.
don't you?
I'm gonna tell you right now, dude. You wanna move me? This is how you do it. Sacrifice, man. Oof, it's hard. It's hard to hold them back. So good.
He's desperate. Withholding intel from Starfleet just to save his reputation. That's not
I agree with
normal
her.
behavior for a captain.
Agreed.
I was relieved you called him out on it. Which was surprising since you followed his order to blow the bolts back at Starbase.
Because
You've
there's a
spent
time and a
enough
place.
with him now, seen enough of how he runs the ship. If there's something wrong, as the ship's doctor, I need to know. Don't sugarcoat it. You know
what?
I won't.
Don't. No. Number 2. Absolutely. What the fuck are you talking
To be honest, I'm worried about him.
about? Fucking paranoid.
Seems like the stress of this mission is getting to him. He has so much riding on its success.
Don't make me relieve you
and
of command.
I am concerned
I will totally do
he'll
it.
do something rash to ensure it.
Good to know we see eye to eye on this.
And you know what's funny? I bet most of the crew would back me. If I did it, if in a moment of he started doing some irrational shit and started giving them fucked up orders about like not contacting Starfleet, I bet you every single one of them would back me. I bet you every single one of them would. You want to know why? Because they know I follow orders. Why would I be trying to take over the ship if I follow orders? There must be a really fucking good reason why the person who always follows orders is not following orders right now, right?
And I want to be clear. I care about Solano. I really do. I've been his doctor for years. There are more important things at stake than offending an old friend.
I agree.
If it gets any worse, you know where to find me.
Word.
Jara.
Monitor your Duridium levels. I'll be right back.
Yeah, there's no way you can say he's
How's
fine.
your
That'd be a
wound?
straight lie. Not questioning
was
your
never
captain?
there.
Like, are you fucking stupid?
I feel lucky you were there with me. Without you, I'd be, well... Thank you for saving my life. Even with the wonders of your technology, it wouldn't have mattered if you'd left me for dead.
I should be thanking you. You took that disruptor shot for me. Without you, I might be the one in sickbay, or worse.
Well,
You
I
literally
couldn't
saved
just let
yourself
you
by doing
die.
that.
Not after all you did to help.
I won't forget it.
We saw the truth down in those mines. What Citron and Galvin really are. who they've become, the lengths they're willing to go to.
That's why he wanted to know about my
Did
ship.
to that Lydian. It's hard to accept that everything I thought I knew, so much was a lie. The horror of that underneath our feet the entire time.
What we learned down there will help us win this fight. Truth is power, and we'll use that to stop Galvin and Sidron.
Damn right.
If you're right.
And we'll
it was
save your
worth it.
alliance by doing it.
I truly hope you're right.
I just hope the queen isn't
Commander
corrupted, because that's going to be
Rydick,
really
you're needed on
fucked
the
up.
bridge at once.
What is
I would
it?
assume she's
The
not,
Hotari
right?
have agreed to meet.
One could assume she's probably not. That they wouldn't probably... that the rebels wouldn't be able to get an audience alone with her. Man, this game is so good. So many games, boys. So many games that are Federation, Starfleet, Star Trek games don't make you feel like you're in the universe. You know what I mean? Not really. This definitely does. I played another point-and-click adventure game that took place after Star Trek Insurrection, and it was not a very good game. But you know what it did do? It made me feel like I was in the Star Trek universe. It was really good.
They haven't found us yet.
We can't just wait to be rescued. We have no idea when or if the Resolute is gonna catch up. But if we can get access to the Zeldi systems, we might be able to figure out what the Takan are up to.
Boom.
You got somewhere we could do that? Good thing this was here. Made it a lot easier to transport across the ship. If we took another second, Miranda might have...
Come on, Carter. We need to stick with the tall guy.
Looks airtight and climate controlled. Must be where they put the precious cargo.
Is there another one?
Based on how this is reinforced, it probably contains dilithium. Stray phaser blast could cause a piezoelectric rupture and blow a hole in the ship. Better be careful.
I believe we just found exploding barrels, boys. Well, thank you. Thank you for telling me that.
Up there?
Dude, they all slouch and like hold their arms out like this is so funny.
Etzelar, let's do this.
The internal sensors.
The what?
When they scan the ship for life signs, they'll know right where we are.
There must be devices that perform the scan.
Right there. And there. There's several of them around the room.
Got it. We'll disable them.
How? They're too high to reach, even for me.
Not too high for our phasers.
Low power, Nelly. Let's not set off any fire alarms.
I got the ones over here.
Quickly shoot 5 sensors. Where are they? Okay.
Got one. Another down.
Hurry, Carter!
I am!
Really?
Only one left.
Where is it? Okay. The one over there I can't see? She not? It doesn't look like she... Oh, there it is.
Here it comes. It worked. They
It
won't be able
should.
to detect us.
That buys
Should
us
also
some time.
probably detect phaser
Now
blasts.
that the Zeldi has
but,
its
you
power
know,
again, I might be able to access some of the ship's systems from here. I'll take care not to give away our position.
They definitely could have come up with a better way. I mean, there are at least a dozen episodes across all the series that come up with all kinds of crazy explanations about how you can mess with sensors, especially during Voyager with all the Maquis crew members using all their like stupid little tricks, like, oh, release a little bit of this type of biometric radiation that's mostly harmless to you, as long as you are not exposed to it for too long, and it messes with life support sensors, so they can't detect what and who you are, or even if you're a life form or not. They just see an anomalous reading on the thing, right? So that might give them a thing, but it usually won't set off the sensors as an intruder alert when it does its passive scans, stuff like that, right? I need to pee. I'll be right back. How much you want to bet these guys are like part of some cult that's not a part of the official empire? And that's why they were all in those crystals, is they were trying to escape the authorities at the time, and that was the only way they figured out how to do it.
The Takan might not even know we're still on board this ship. Miranda only saw us transport away. She probably thinks we're back on the Resolute.
Miranda.
They could have checked the transporter logs.
For all we know, she was trapped, watching it happen. Fighting it the whole time.
The person who shot at us wasn't Miranda. Don't think for a second that she turned on us. Because I don't.
Neither do I.
Cheers.
I know it seems like we could never trust her again.
What are you talking about? I just said...
But maybe there's a way to turn her back and Miranda could help us stop the Takan. Here, on the ship. Just because the Trill joining is permanent doesn't mean the Takan bioforming has to be.
I've heard enough of your prattling on about your friend. You have to think like a soldier. She's our enemy now. She'll be dealt with like the rest of the Takan.
My friend Miranda is not responsible for what she's doing. The Takan have taken control of her mind. We certainly can't kill her for it.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah, we can.
If anyone threatens the Empire, they are the enemy. It's just one life, and it's already been lost.
Okay, that's a bit much.
You don't get to talk about Miranda.
You don't get to ignore the truth.
We don't like this any more than you do. The Takan are a threat to all of us. They turned our crewmates too. Do you really think they're gonna stop there?
No.
And yet we still risked our lives to come help you. And not everyone made it.
I'll grant that you showed your grit and effectiveness. More than I can say about accessing ship systems. They block out helm control, propulsion. They're closing down systems faster than I can check them. They're always changing these interfaces. I can hardly keep up.
Let us help.
Fine. They're using a senior officer's access code to lock down our systems from the bridge. The Takan must have turned someone in command.
Yeah, the guy you sent off the ship.
Here's something. I can see the course they have plotted in. The Zeldi. That's where we are.
That's not exactly news.
As you know...
Long way from Hotari space.
I hope the Resolute is all right back there.
The Lydian fleet has explored a lot of systems, but it's all in the opposite direction of where we're going. We're headed to the edge of the galaxy.
Nothing but uninhabited systems along the way. And if we keep going, we'll leave charted space. A lot sooner than I like to think about, too.
That can't happen.
Edge of the galaxy.
We need to take control and turn this ship around. Get back to the front lines of the battle for Elydia.
We are on the front lines. They're going to do this all over the quadrant. The whole Federation is at risk.
That is a possibility, but it's already a reality for my people.
I'm sure it's pretty damn real for the people who are trapped in their own bodies controlled by the Takan.
Why are you freaking out, girl?
You can't just turn your back on them.
I'll take this ship without you if I have to.
What are you talking about?
And I'll bring it back to Lydia, or I'll destroy it. I won't let it stay in the hands of the enemy.
I'm 100% in agreement with you, buddy.
Think strategically.
If we can't save the ship, we'll blow it the fuck up.
Together. You're right to be angry, but it doesn't do any good to turn it on us.
True.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
The most important thing is that we get control of this ship, so that we don't end up so far away that the Resolute can't ever catch up to us.
And if we control the Zeldi, that also means they can't use that Cartabula thing.
I'm not sure we can do much more from here.
What's this? It's a data stream.
It looks to be a two-way communication.
Let me see if I could put it through a demultiplexing processor.
Can you get that clearer?
I'm trying. Okay. That should do it.
Hello? Can you read me?
Itasca, is that you?
Major!
It's my lieutenant. Where are you?
I'm here with some of the others. We're trapped in the ATP.
Our artillery targeting platform.
The bulkheads are sealed, and ruptured power conduits on the other side are discharging at high voltage. Major, we've seen Sidron and the other Hatari, and if we can get free, I think we'll be able to overpower them and take back the ship.
Itasca, are you still there? Itasca,
Yeah, I fully agree with you. We
still
cannot let them do anything. Like, if we need to, we'll
else.
blow up this fucking ship.
The Hatari have been...
Absolutely. We'll kill everybody on board, including ourselves. Hands
We've
down.
seen it happen.
I'll fucking push the button myself.
It's only a matter of time before any remaining crew are turned against us. You have to come and help us.
I gotta ask, are you sure that's really your comrade?
It's Itasca. You're going to have to trust me. I know Lieutenant Itasca well. That's her. Clear and not under duress beyond our current circumstances. I'm sure of it.
Trust goes both ways. We trust you. You trust us.
I'll go with that. Until you give me reason not to.
Back at you, Stretch.
We'll make it to you undetected, and we'll free you from the ATP.
We'll be ready and waiting, sir.
I may not know the computers very well, but I know every inch of this ship. I can get us there, safely, through the back routes.
Back routes. Must be a translation thing. But I'm 100% in agreement with him. Like, we need to stop them. If that means killing them, that is perfectly acceptable. Even Miranda. If we can save her, we should try. If we can't, we need to stop her. And if that means blowing her fucking head off, I'm gonna blow her fucking head off. I'll set her free. She'll no longer be tortured anymore. And blowing up the ship is also part of that. I try, man. I try. I really fucking try.
Your Majesty, an apology is in order. The Federation...
Spare us your apologies, your excuses, your pathetic explanations. You said you were here under the pretense of peace, yet you trespassed into our minds. I should have known you couldn't be trusted when you sided with the Illidians. Your intentions have been clear from the start.
I take full responsibility for my actions, which were entirely my own, not the Federation's.
How noble.
Your Majesty, if I may.
Her actions nearly caused a war.
I was addressing the Queen.
Galvin speaks for the Hotari now.
Fortunately, we were able to resolve this ourselves despite your interference. The Illidians have agreed the mines will remain under Hotari control.
We now recognize the Hotari as the sole authority in this region. Your presence here is no longer necessary.
So you can consider the matter resolved.
They never wanted the Federation involved. This was all just a ploy from the start.
We never needed the Federation involved. But we're so thankful that you've come.
That being said, the sooner you leave, the better.
The hell we will. What about my crew trapped aboard that ship? Or what you did to my security team? The data you stole? I want to make one thing clear. No one is to leave Hotari space without Federation approval. No one.
You think you have that power, when in fact you have none. You came here under the presumption you would be the ultimate authority. That you would show up and render judgment in this petty dispute over precious resources between lesser people. But instead, your arrogance and self-interest was your undoing. Blinding you to the real power at work here. Something far beyond your feeble imagination.
Enough of this nonsense. You're not fooling anyone. We know you're Takan.
Takan. A word I haven't heard in a very long time. At the height of our power, the Takan Empire spanned hundreds of thousands of light years, and trillions of Taconians.
An empire that encompassed what is now considered Federation territory.
Yep.
What's yours was once ours. So it feels only right that we reclaim what was lost.
I thought so.
Everything you hold dear will be gone. The first of many painful losses to come.
You do realize this will never work. The Federation will stop you no matter what it takes.
Will they? From what I can tell, the Federation is little more than a loose assemblage of the weak and the misguided.
He's literally doing the thing. He's doing the thing, boys. He's doing the thing. He's underestimating the weak, pitiful Federation hippies. Oh boy, are we gonna? Is he in for a fucking ride? Is he in for a surprise?
But I certainly invite them to try.
Oh yeah.
You might be surprised how many want to be part of the most advanced civilization the galaxy has ever seen. We will not stop until we've reclaimed what is rightfully ours. Imagine what a queen, a starship captain, or even a Federation ambassador could accomplish if their power was wielded by a truly superior entity. In the face of such impossible odds against an adversary so clearly more advanced in every way, the only logical choice is to submit.
Never.
Seize them.
Get us out of here. Now!
Ride it to Resolute. Beam us out.
I'm surprised that worked. I'm really surprised that worked. I told you that bitch was probably a fucking Taconian. But no, nobody listens to the fucking military guy who's being rational. Nobody does that.
An enemy stronghold?
Something like that.
I once spent 6 days crawling through sewers during the siege of Tofar Ket to retake the citadel there.
Fucking righteous,
That's just
dude.
one of many campaigns I've served in. My dress uniform is well decorated. I can assure you of that.
I'm sure you've given yourselves plenty of medals.
I'm glad we're here with you. We need your kind of experience.
I should say you do. And I'll be glad to have Lieutenant Itasca with us. She fought shoulder to shoulder with me in that siege.
So you're pretty close, huh?
She's like a daughter to me. She's saved my life more than once. She's more than just a comrade in arms.
Don't worry. We'll get her and the others free.
I'll worry less when that's been done. But once we have my comrades, proper soldiers, we'll be able to retake the bridge.
Fair enough. I mean, we are
Then,
engineers. So
our fleets will catch up to us. The ATP is just down that corridor.
Is this the artillery platform?
This is the power distribution for the forward armament cluster. There was combat here. Disruptor burns on the walls. Signs of a grenade detonation.
If there was a fight, the Takan might still be nearby.
Maybe my people killed them.
Or they could
Would
be
there be
waiting for us.
bodies? Yeah.
And that's a problem for when we meet them.
The distribution conduits have been knocked loose. The currents in those lines would be lethal. Is there any way to power those down?
Each circuit has a control panel
I
that
smell a
regulates
trap.
power to the magnetobanks.
I can track connections between the power lines and the control panels. I should be able to clear a safe path to your crew.
We'll get the door open here.
It's heavy.
Yeah. I figured that he would hold it and let them through. Well, that was easy. Remember, exploding barrels. Okay. Down we go. Up the ladder, then. Down and up. Aha, the console. Fair enough. Okay, down the middle. Got power lines there. Oh, there was a ladder up to here, too. Wait. Hang on a second. Hang on a second. Okay. Oh, shit.
You!
I hate that you can't aim when you're
Federation.
down.
You made it.
Barely.
Yes.
There's a lot of collateral damage out here.
They backed us into a corner.
We did that to drive them out. Put some space between us and the enemy. They're here. Get down!
I think they've given up on capture.
We'll never make it if we go back that way. You! Give me a hand with this! Go! Go! Behind us!
Boom! All right. Oh my goodness, dude.
Go, Federation! You take the lead. We'll keep them busy.
And we took one shot. Boom, right in the fucking face. Not a very, like, accurate platform. It kind of sucks, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah! Fall back!
Whoa,
Hold
this
him
is
back!
crazy.
We can't let him reach the stairs!
You know what I mean about aiming from third person? Ooh, nice. Oh, I lost. Mission failed. Retry in story mode. What the? Wait. What? Okay. I guess that's the easy mode.
Fall back!
You've doomed the galaxy. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. We're doomed. Doomed, I say.
Hold him back! We can't let him reach the stairs!
I knew where they were coming from, so it was a little bit easier to do that. Dude, I hit the fucking barrel. There we go.
Come on, hurry!
Took a shot, but it was worth it.
No! No! You can't just run in there.
Must live to fight.
So close. Only they had better aim.
We
Daughter,
let the
huh?
enemy take them. Hadri and Private Turo.
They weren't the only ones. But if we hadn't, it would have been all of us. I'll have to live with that, and I'll answer for it when I die. It's not the Illidian way to leave one of our own behind. It's a sin to do so.
We're not gonna die. Not if I have anything to say about it.
It's more important that we win. When we were in there, trapped, we
not-
agreed that we
what?
had to live.
Okay. I'm a bit confused, but sure. As to why he said it that way. Is it this guy? Yeah, here we go. Okay.
To fight. Hadri agreed. We said, if one of us was taken, the others wouldn't stop. We'd keep going, make our way to the bridge. They died so we could fight on.
Exactly.
The
You
Takan
didn't
don't
leave
want
them
them
behind. That's
They
not
wanna
what's going
steal
on.
their bodies. And steal their minds.
That's why they're aim
Khan knows everything the host knows.
That means they know our plan. They know we're heading to the bridge.
Well, yeah, it's the obvious place that you'd go. Duh.
Tylus, you should be in sickbay.
I'll finish this.
I couldn't just lie there knowing the entire fate of Hotari hangs in the balance. How did it go? You look exhausted.
I'll be honest. It was a total disaster.
That can't be true. I heard a rumor that they'd made a deal, that the Elydians agreed to peace. After what we saw Sidron do to the diplomat in the mines, I could hardly believe there was hope, but then... Is that true?
I'm afraid the truth is far worse than that.
There's no deal.
No. They're all Takan now. The Hatari, the Elydians, everyone.
No. That can't be true.
He wasn't important enough to capture.
I'm sorry.
Just a diplomat.
Where will I go? I can't go back. I don't have a home anymore. Everything I've ever known is gone.
Hatari isn't lost yet. This is far from over. It will be your home again, I promise.
Or we'll die trying.
The Federation stands with the Hatari. You don't have to doubt it for a second.
Yellow alert.
Cool. So, yeah, I mean, I couldn't just lie to her, man. Like, I can't do that, dude. That's not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. Right.
Commander Rydick, we need you on the bridge immediately.
Like, I am blown away at how good of a job they've done in this game.
Commander.
Good to have you back. You didn't opt for the ocular implants.
Maybe someday. The visor was the best the doc could do on short notice.
We've got an Elydian ship, the Veskar,
Nice.
rapidly bearing down on our
Their picture show it? It does not.
position.
Or what was the Veskar? Now I'm not so sure.
I want you to understand this. She's wearing a visor. It is literally a badge of honor. That was her sacrifice. That's what makes her virtuous. Because it cost her something, I think.
Bring it up on the view screen.
600 kilometers in closing. Still coming straight for us.
What the fuck is that?
Commander?
Have you tried hailing them?
Try it.
Hailing the Elydian ship
So
now.
the answer was no.
No response.
400 kilometers in closing.
Shields up. Ready phasers.
Shields up. Phasers ready. Incoming.
Lock phasers and open fire.
Heavy damage. But deflectors still at full power?
That bypassed our shields entirely.
That's impossible. God damn it, return fire. Everything we've got. Rydick, modulate the shield frequencies. See if you can get us any cover.
Oof.
Commander,
I've got this. Just keep firing.
Shields still have no effect.
That doesn't make sense.
I'll try another.
All right, let's invert shield polarity.
There!
We've got incoming! How do they keep matching our shield frequency?
They couldn't. Unless... They've compromised our shield algorithms. They can bypass our shields at will.
What?
Ah!
Captain!
He's out cold.
Why'd they stop?
Damage report.
Running on emergency power. Major hull damage on decks 4
They
through
want our
7.
bodies.
Warp core is stable and
That's
intact.
why they stopped.
We're completely vulnerable.
Commander, we're being held by the Veskar. It's Galvin.
On screen.
Is it ramming speed time? It might be ramming speed time.
Commander Rydick, where's your captain?
Do you think we could blow him up with a ram and a self-destruct? I'll fucking do it.
Not dead, I hope. At least, not yet.
You're dealing with me. Is that a problem?
One inferior life form is as good as another. I have to give you credit, Commander. You survived longer than I thought you would. But make no mistake, your shields are useless, your weapons ineffective, and there's nothing you can do. I could destroy you at any moment, but I'd rather hear your pleas for mercy first. Your existence is entirely in my hands, and I'm not in a forgiving mood.
It's entirely possible you could destroy us. But the truth is, we're worth more to you alive than dead. Better if we report back to Starfleet about the power of Taconian technology, and the futility of fighting it.
There might be value in that. I've been thinking about what you said, Commander. That the Federation would stop me no matter what. Your performance in this encounter has not supported that claim.
I mean, we're a fucking science vessel, bro.
The Veskar's weapons are powering up.
But the Takan are not mere savages.
Aha. Well, I'm such a bad guy. Oh, look at me.
Because there's merit to the idea you're worth more to me alive.
Of course there is.
Tell your Federation the Takan are as merciful as they are powerful. That you were fortunate to escape with your lives. But next time, you may not be so lucky. If you're even brave enough to face me again.
This isn't over.
I assure you, we've only just begun.
I've lost their signal.
Can you track their warp signature?
Nothing. It's untraceable, just like before.
Notify Ambassador Spock. I want everyone in the briefing room to discuss our options.
What's the status?
I'm gonna tell you this. Before the captain awoke, my immediate order would be to inform Starfleet of our situation. Send them a report.
Took the repairs.
Hull breach should be patched up in a matter of hours. Impulse power is at 67%. Should be fully restored soon.
Still no luck tracking Galvin's warp signature. They've all but disappeared.
Keep trying. Finding that son of a bitch is the best shot we've got.
Commander Rydick, you had the con after the ship was attacked. What is your assessment, given our current situation and the losses we have suffered?
I think we don't know enough. We need more information.
Definitely.
In that case, we might have an option. Portal 6-3, Guardian of the Takan Empire. If anyone could find Galvin, it would be him.
That's assuming he's willing to help us.
True, but there's only one way to find out.
Is it?
Wouldn't we need to secure authorization from the Federation Council to contact him?
Be like super far away.
The nearest Federation outpost is Angoria. I can travel there by shuttle and inform them personally of the threat from the Takan. Meanwhile, the Resolute can travel to the Delphi Ardu system in search of Portal 6-3.
I still have my doubts.
I do not. Captain William T. Riker has first-hand experience with the area and with Portal 6-3. His guidance will prove invaluable and should alleviate your concerns.
Delphi Ardu 4 is a restricted zone for good reason. For all we know, we could be walking into a trap. Not to mention the high likelihood Portal 6-3's allegiance will be with the Takan. It's just too much of a risk. A waste of time. Time we can't afford to lose.
According to Commander Riker's records of meeting Portal 6-3, he was willing to listen to reason.
I bet
we may be able to convince him that Galvin is wrong.
I bet you he is a freaking, like, splinter faction of the Takan. That's why they use some, like, crazy name. They were, like, terrorists, man, guaranteed.
Or he'll just be happy to learn his civilization is making a comeback. In which case, we only compound the problem.
I am inclined to agree with Commander Rydick. her logic is sound. This portal may have knowledge that proves to be invaluable, including information on the nature of the Cartabula. We must act on the facts at hand.
Then we'll give it our best.
I'll arrange a meeting with Captain Riker.
And I will speak with the Council. They need to understand the magnitude of the situation. I can leave for Andoria immediately. I wish you luck finding Portal 6-3. The very future of the Federation may rest in your hands.
Sorry.
It takes a minimum of 8 crew on the bridge to run the ship, so we can expect at least that many hostiles.
If they bioformed Hadri, they know we're coming.
Which means everyone needs to be ready for... Take cover!
Ambush!
Now what? We need that door sealed.
Grenades!
Where do you need us?
There's an access panel there. You should be able to patch into the local systems.
We'll be shot getting there.
I'll cover you. On my signal. Now!
Damn!
That was the slowest combat run I've ever fucking seen in my life. I got you, little bastard. Let's go.
Looking for the bridge doors. Wait, what's this?
Got something?
Gravity. If I invert the artificial gravity inside the bridge, that'll throw anyone on the bridge right up into the ceiling.
He'll never see it coming.
Itasca, get ready to charge.
Charge?
Reversing gravity polarity. Now!
Whack!
Amazing.
Close in.
How do we get them down?
Nice. Wait, didn't he die? I guess they fixed him?
What are we gonna do with them?
We don't have time to take prisoners.
So you're just gonna shoot him?
I haven't decided yet.
That's not just up to you.
I'm the ranking officer.
And we're not in your army.
These prisoners could be useful to us. But if you kill them, we'll never know.
I can live with that.
Well, I can't.
You're an engineer, not a soldier. This is clearly my territory.
You think you have enemy combatants here? This is a hostage situation.
Exactly.
Each one of them has an innocent life inside. I'll keep watch on them.
As will I. We can't let our guard down around the enemy.
Agreed.
Petty Officer Diaz and I will figure out how to stop the ship.
Like, honestly, you should literally have a pistol or a disrupt rifle pointed at them. And if they move, you shoot them. It's as simple as that.
Let's hurry. The rest of the Takan could show up any minute. Crystals. They're all over this place. We're gonna be there in less than an hour.
We can't let that happen.
Hold on, it would take days to go this distance with our fastest ship. We're traveling at a warp factor many times greater than this ship should even be capable of. What are the engines doing to produce this kind of speed?
Look here. It's navigational data.
We saw that already. Headed to the edge of the galaxy.
It's only a display. We couldn't use it to change course or alter speed.
Where's the captain?
Captain Ostego did not survive the atmosphere poisoning.
I'm sorry to hear that.
He died defending the Empire. That's how he'd want it.
All right, what else we got? We got this bad boy over here.
This console looks unaffected. engines are redline, running at full power. But this main drive manifold is spiking way over nominal levels.
Very dangerous.
Even at 100% output, the warp cores wouldn't push this much plasma to the drive section.
The reactor output matches the high speed, doesn't it?
Whether it's these crystals or the power from the Cartabula, the Takan have found a way to increase the engine output and top speed. We have to find a way to hit the brakes before we outrun anyone who could help us.
We stop it, so they can't get this ship where they're going, and enact the next phase of their plan. That is, if they don't destroy us all first. I would have thought this ship would disintegrate going this speed. But somehow, that hasn't happened yet.
So what is their endgame? They've transformed individuals, they've transformed this ship, in a way. How far will they go?
As far as we let them. Their technology certainly doesn't seem to have limits.
I hate to think what the Cartabula could do if it was plugged into something it was meant to power.
Right? Okay.
These crystals are Takan technology. They seem to be active, just like the rest of their tech. Tetrametric pulses.
Tetrametric?
It's the energy signature of Takan technology. Everything they make gives off this type of radiation.
They're blocking the inputs. It's not responding at all. Everything I try, it just ignores me.
Let's not blow
Maybe
up the
we
crystals
should
yet.
try that other console.
Good idea.
Yeah, we shouldn't go shooting it just yet, considering how much power's running through that shit. That one's green. Gonna go up here and click this.
Gotta figure this out before we get wherever we're going. If the Resolute can't catch up to us,
what's up, Wolf?
We're in a whole different kind of trouble.
Well, they're not gonna be able to if you're going that fast.
There are two interfaces on top of each other.
This is not Lydian programming.
Okay.
It's the Takan language.
Yep.
From what I can tell, the ship's systems are actively responding to input.
Which is the opposite of how most bridges work. They usually send commands, not receive them.
It's from an intrusive program. His control station won't do us any good either. What have they done to this bridge?
Consoles running themselves, some clogged up with crystals that are sending off tetrametric pulses.
But none of this is sending signals outward. It's receiving.
So we could block it from receiving.
They're flying the ship from somewhere else.
That should be impossible. But it
Alright, I need to go use the restroom. My bad. I'll be right back. I'm gonna throw up the break screen. Okay, so I say we move and poke the medic in the butt. What do you think? I don't care that it breaks stealth. I really don't. What are they gonna do? Camper?
I don't like being shot.
I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have said that. That was pretty bad. I did not realize he had that ability. He's got a freaking shotgun. He's back!
Throwing stun. Reload.
Kill him, yes! Alrighty, boys. Sorry about that. Let's roll.
Full bridge crew. If they aren't flying the ship from the bridge, where are they controlling it from?
Running at 127% of maximum output should be impossible. Huh. Beyond factory limits. Remote signal. Administrative permissions are disabled.
Everything under control?
Yes. These Takan haven't made a move. Yet.
And what you're doing is working.
There's plenty more I can do. But it doesn't have to be that way. As long as they behave.
Yeah, I don't like that so much. Holler at her, see what we got going on.
Any trouble?
Don't worry about me. Worry about Stretch over there.
Why?
I'm more worried about them
He's
escaping.
looking for any excuse to vaporize the prisoners.
Yeah.
But I'll make sure he doesn't.
Because they're evil fucking zombies. What the fuck, man?
Right.
I'm here if you need a hand.
Just hurry up and figure out this bridge. That's the best way to help.
Like, the thing is you save them if you can. If you cannot, that has to be an acceptable risk. We cannot let the Takan Empire fucking come back and, like, be zombie, like, do this shit. Like, that, no. No. That's a negatory.
Huh.
Careful where you point that thing.
It's not active. I can't see any way this would work as a weapon. It's dead.
Out of ammo?
I'm not sure. That's everything. We got some answers.
I don't like what they tell us, though.
If we can learn nothing else, then what's left is to make these Takan talk. And if they don't, we'll dispose of them.
Hey, that's not how we do this.
That is enough from you.
Yep, there it is.
I thought that thing was useless.
It was. No power. Until he touched it.
Ah.
It's supposed to be biocoded.
Our technology will only work for one of our kind.
I can assure you, this weapon works just fine for me.
Slow down, Arminta.
You can't control the ship with the disruptor.
I want to point out that that me and her have phasers. We could literally just knock them unconscious continuously. Is that dangerous? Yes. Better than dead.
But I can use it to control you.
Ah!
Ooh, very nice. More of that. Oh, come on. Come on. Let him have one more.
Let's talk.
Okay, what are you gonna do? You gonna hit him too?
The Titan's communications
I might be down for
officer
some of
says
that.
Captain Riker will be ready in just a moment. You need to see this. The report on the data breach.
Damn. It's worse than I'd hoped.
You see what I mean about having security with you when shit like this happens? And protecting your brigs properly? Do you see why you do these things? It's worse than he thought. I wonder what it could be.
They didn't just compromise our shields. They stole the shield algorithms for all of Starfleet as well. Meaning every ship is potentially vulnerable to attack.
But they should be able to change them.
Making this so much worse than it already was.
Yeah, Starfleet has to know.
Given the potential consequences, we should notify Starfleet as soon as possible.
I don't disagree, but I'll reach out to Ambassador Spock about it. I don't want to cause a panic. And I doubt he does either.
That sounds like bullshit. That sounds like bullshit.
Let's not mention any of this shield business to Riker just yet. Put him through.
Are you... Oh my god.
Captain Riker, this is my first officer, Commander Jara Rydek.
My pleasure.
Sir.
I wish we were all meeting under better circumstances.
So do I, although you and I have actually met before.
We have?
I was a young lieutenant on
Yeah,
the
that'll
Potemkin.
go well, right?
You were first officer on the Tuckerman. I piloted you and our science officer in a shuttle to survey quantum resonance in the planetary rings of Residius 6.
Ah, yes. And now I remember.
You know, he gave me some good advice that day about a very difficult job. Yours.
Well, I'm not one to turn down some words of wisdom, sir.
Then let me ask, as first officer on a starship, where does your responsibility lie, first and foremost? To the captain, the crew, or the ship itself?
Oh, this old chestnut. I am curious to hear what she says, though.
Well, without the ship, we'd be in a lot of trouble. So...
Anybody ever choose the ship when you asked?
I can't say that they have.
The truth is, it's a trick question. Every situation is different, and there are no easy answers. And
Fair
in
enough.
some cases, it might not be any of those three. It could be the prime directive. Or the mission.
Yes,
True.
So perhaps we should get to the matter at hand. When you were with the Enterprise, you encountered a Takan entity known as Portal 6-3. The Enterprise was held captive in orbit until you were able to convince him to let the ship go.
All of which is detailed in the mission report.
what we want from you is what we can't get from the report. What can we use to get Portal 6-3 to help us?
I've often thought about that over the years. How a small difference in the encounter could have led to disaster. The most important thing is, don't let him push you around. He can appear as a man or as a godlike projection. He'll test you, but don't be overwhelmed by the pageantry and theatrics.
I'll stand up to him. You can trust in that.
Damn right I will.
Good, but that's just the first step. Portal is full of bluster and bravado, but he can be reasoned with. And that's my other piece of advice. You want to appeal to him rationally. You don't want him thinking you're acting out of fear.
But we are afraid of the Takan, and with good reason.
He's not the sort to suffer fools. And he'll lose interest if he feels his time is being wasted.
I suppose that's one thing we have in common.
Do you think he knows that the Takan have returned?
He didn't even know they were gone when we went there. But the moment the Enterprise dropped into orbit around Delphi Ardu 4, he downloaded the entirety of the ship's computer.
Nice.
So I'd expect the same when you get there.
What if he won't cooperate and we have to face these Takan ourselves?
Then we have a much bigger problem on our hands.
What I mean is, in the 16 years since you discovered this outpost, there has to have been research. Battle plans for what to do about the Takan if we encountered more of them. I need to know what they are.
If I had that answer, it would have been the first thing I told you.
We both know Command has had their share of hidden plans in the past. Like Admiral Hansen and Captain Shelby's Special Projects Division at Starfleet Tactical, devising new ways to take on the board.
Trust me, this isn't some Starfleet conspiracy to keep you in the dark. But if you two don't think you're equipped to make contact, you need to tell me now. Because there is no silver bullet here. Now's not the time to hesitate. I need to know you're up to this.
Were you equipped to meet Portal 6-3 all those years ago?
I'm here, aren't I?
Yes, you are. And we have the benefit of your experience on our side.
Fair enough.
It is high clearance information
There was a
on the
special
ship.
task force that considered the Takan, and I was part of it. But because there were no other signs of the Empire, we determined the best course of action was to create a restricted zone around the Delphi Ardu system. I have my concerns, but I'll clear the way with the brass for your travel into the restricted space. Just remember what I've told you. And it wouldn't hurt to read some Sun Tzu en route. Or Marcus Aurelius.
Anything else?
Machiavelli?
Damn.
Thank you for your support, Captain Riker.
I wish I could be there myself. But my first officer would probably see to it that I stay on the bridge while they get all the excitement on the away mission. The burdens of command.
Ain't that the truth?
Rest assured, the Federation is taking this threat very seriously. You won't be alone out there for too long.
Thank you, Captain Riker.
One more thing. Ambassador Spock said that Khan stole some data from your central computer. What's that all about?
We're still assessing the extent of the breach. Nothing to report as of right now.
That's it? Ambassador Spock suggested it was something more serious. Which is why I'm asking.
One thing we know is that they stole Starfleet shield algorithms.
The shield algorithms? That could jeopardize every ship in the fleet.
We're still making sure our assessment is accurate. We don't want to raise alarms unnecessarily.
This is as real as it gets, Solano. I have to talk to Starfleet Command now, so I think this conversation has come to an end. I really do hope you get Portal 6-3 and find those to Khan before this gets out of control. Riker out.
There's no way I'm not telling him. Asked directly, he lied to his face. What a dipshit. Wow. And she was glad I was honest and transparent. Like, wow. What? I think it's literally your duty, man. It's like, it's how chain of command works. Like, what the fuck is going on? Come on. This is crazy. And he's going to be mad at me. Enraged. He's enraged because he lied and I called him out. What a bitch. Wow. His desire. Yeah.
I specifically said I wanted to keep this under wraps. I thought we had an understanding. Now all of Starfleet will hear about this.
I'm sorry, Captain, but I didn't feel comfortable lying to a superior officer.
I have no problem telling Starfleet. I just didn't want Riker holding this over me. Now I have to think about the damage control of it all.
And even his excuses are still petty ego bullshit.
You're just
damage control of it all. Yeah. I'm probably going to end up having to take command. I have a feeling he's going to be a dipshit.
It's the automated Federation warning buoy. Transmitting the disable code Captain Riker provided.
Like, I'm not gonna lie. If Riker hadn't asked directly about it, I probably would have went along with it, just because it's like one of those things. It's like, okay, yeah, his reasoning is he doesn't want to cause a panic. Sure. Not bad yet, but it could be. But then Riker asked directly, and he lies. He lies to Captain Riker, to his fucking face. Oh my god, I can't believe he did that. Like, I thought he'd bluster and maybe bullshit, but not lie. Wow.
That was unpleasant.
And the worst thing is that immediately Riker knew. Like, that's the thing, is if he'd have told Riker immediately and be like, we were just about to contact Starfleet, right? And, but you called us, and so we're telling you, and we're going to put out the word next. It'd be like, would Captain Riker be mad at him that it happened? Absolutely. But if you immediately report it as soon as you know, then you're good, right? How many times did it happen on the Enterprise? Also, why would you need to know every shield algorithm in Starfleet? And why would you put it on every single ship? Just saying.
Commander Irmont, what are the conditions of our systems?
Blaze, what's up, buddy? All internal systems operational.
Greetings and
Commander Westbrook, what are your scans of the planet?
Nothing out of the ordinary.
No sign of this outrageously powerful Takan being?
I'm running a magneton scan now, but so far, nothing.
Where are you? Prep your way, team. We don't know if Portal 6-3 will cooperate. If he's not an asset, he's an enemy. So be ready for anything.
Yeah, that's definitely an eyebrow raiser. Slime ball, dude. I called it from the very beginning. The moment I met him, slime ball. Slime ball.
Prove you're worth keeping alive for a
All right, well, we just hit a new chapter, and unfortunately, my friends, I think I'm going to have to go. I got a few things to do this afternoon, including spend some time with my kids and with my wife. So TH can see into the future? Of course I can. Of course. It's called Analyzing Behavior. So, my dudes, my bros, my homies, thank you for being here. I'm very glad that I got to stream in the day today to play this. I'm having a blast with this game, dude. It is absolutely a fucking romp. You know what I mean? With all the problems of the shit that I've been screaming about, it's been one of the best Star Trek games I've played, like, in a long time, and feels like almost forever. Because it's just so... It makes you feel like you're in the universe. You know what I mean? It really is good. Thanks for being here, boys. I appreciate you, and I'll check you guys next time. Probably be at 2 o'clock in the morning, maybe, hopefully. We'll actually get to talk about some news. Until then, my dudes, it's been a pleasure. It's been an honor. I'll see you then. Oh, Drave is on? You want me to rate him? All right, we'll rate him. We'll rate him. Oh, yeah, that's right. And can I do it? It's been a while since we've done it. Where is it? Bam. Bam. Are we ready, boys? Are we ready? It's raid time. Here we go. Did it go through? Raid. I don't have chat like I used to, so I can't see it like. Oh. I don't guess it did. There it is.
Made fire, look at me.
Bam. There it is.
Hope you're doing well.